Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. It's nice to see you guys again. How you doing? How are you guys enjoying your weekend? Are you guys having a good weekend? Hello, Sari. Always looking out for us. He's a very important bot, you know. Sari's actually like, there's a lot of streamers that need him. They need him. Hello, Mike. Chuki. Nade. Pat. And hello, laughs a lot. Welcome in. Sari is a boy? Yeah, Sari is a boy. I also thought it was a woman the first time, but no, the bot is a male. You do not get that vibe. I don't know. I didn't either, but then Haru claimed him as her husband. Sari is a Fujo. Sari's definitely a Fujo. I don't know if we could ask that question, but I know Sari responds to things. We've got male wife. But how are you guys doing? How's your weekends going? I was in the gym today. I was doing some stuff. I was doing some leg work, which I hadn't done. I've done some legs recently, just kind of like leg extensions, leg curls, some hip thrusts, and like calf work, but I hadn't gone under a bar in a while. I haven't done any like squats in a while. And that's because of my neck and my shoulder, and like I find that it does mess me up a little bit. It kind of just it aggravates that feeling there, but I decided to do some today and it was actually okay. My neck is a little bit sore, but it's doing better. It's definitely doing better. We could have a girl husband. You could have a girl husband who does all the girl work to make the girl money. If she works hard enough, she'll be able to become girl boss, but first she has to become girl manager. But yeah, what I did notice when I was squatting, though, I mentioned it in the Discord, was my I guess abductors. Yeah, it's abduction. Yeah, my abductors were really tight. I guess like when I refer to the abductors, I'm referring to kind of like the muscle on the inside of your thighs, kind of like right below, you know, the spot, kind of along the very inside. And they were really tight when I was squatting, and I could like feel them. I was like, oh, this sucks. This is really lame. So I decided that from now on, when I'm doing leg work, I'm going to do abduction and adduction exercises. So to explain to you guys what adduction is, adduction I believe is the term for when your legs move away from the midline of your body. From your hips, I guess, if that makes sense. So if you imagine that your legs are always kind of facing straight, if you're sitting down and you open them out, you open your legs open wide, that's abduction. No, sorry, that's adduction. And then the opposite, adduction, bringing them towards the midline of your body, kind of like the motion of like crossing your legs, sort of, is adduction. And that's what your adductors do. You often hear that people might have very tight hip flexors, and then also if they have tight adductors or abductors as well. Your thighs were tight. They were, Mike. I had to roll them out. It's a really awkward place to roll out, though. The inside of your thigh is really awkward to roll out because, how do I explain this? So you get your roller, you know, and you know when you roll out your muscles, you put your weight onto it and you kind of roll back and forth over where the stress is. But like, it's kind of an awkward position to get because you basically have to turn kind of on your stomach, lift the leg that you want to roll out, get the roller in position where and basically you kind of have to not like trust with the thing, but kind of like move your stomach and your body kind of up and down So how, hang on, I'm just gonna get a photo of this. Hang on. Inner thigh rolling out. So so it's basically, yeah, that's a good image. That's fine for me to show. Um Hang on. You basically have to do this. That's kind of like, because you can't do it like, it's just really awkward to do it any other way. But then this motion, and you're kind of like moving your hips back and forth. Sort of. You're kind of like pushing. Hello, no, Zan, don't poke me. Stop. Stop this. No. Quick, someone draw Ruadh like that. No. Don't draw me like that. No, I had to do that for both legs. It has helped though. I did feel them starting to loosen out a bit. Ruadh with his tight ties is gonna haunt your dreams. Oh no, oh no. I don't want to know what those dreams involve, Mike. It's nice to see you, Zan, with the smug ua, the Ruadh sus. No wait, not smug ua, Ruadh sus. Excuse me, your thigh. Are you like the watermelon? Are you like the watermelon in the videos? Are you like the watermelon in the videos, Mike? Getting crushed. The lack of context. Hello, Morgan. Hello. Hello. No, why are all of my stream friends showing up? Why are all of my stream friends showing up? No, hang on. Wait, let me explain. Rua's modeling plans. No, wait, hang on. No, don't say no. I should be allowed to explain myself, Shroomy. But hello, Morgan. Hello, Shroomy. I hope you guys are having a nice weekend. Big Twitter update. Yeah, guys, when I get a 3D model, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to like roll out. This is gonna be what I'm gonna do. Okay. For context. Okay. No, Mike, not that way. It's gonna be, can confirm this position does feel good. It's very nice, I will say. When you actually get the roller in the right position, it's like, oh, it really helped. But I was in the gym today doing legs, and I was doing squats, and basically the inside of my thighs, your abductors, felt very tight. Hello, Haru, welcome in. Ruadh thrusts the floor in 3D. No. What if I did the worm? Would that suffice? We do, yeah. When that long tube thing. No, stop this. I'm trying to show you guys how to loosen out your inner thigh, your adductors. But anyway, they were feeling really tight after squatting. When I was in the hole of the squat, I guess you call it, which is when you're at the very bottom of the squat. I could feel that they were really tight after my last set, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go do some exercises for that. So I was doing like the abductor machine, where you either bring your legs together or push them out, and then I was also doing this. Wait, hang on, I can't see. Hello, little Winnie. Hello, little Winnie. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, loosen up thighs. Yeah, huh? Yes. This is exactly what that was for. I'm going to prove this to you guys. I'm going to message Alpin Allbench after this, who's like a personal trainer, and I'm gonna have him confirm that this is. But yeah, shut up, all of you. Thrust attack. It's super effective. Yeah, can be. loosen up thighs. No, yeah, literally, like you do this, and then you kind of like how do you kind of like move your you kind of just have to like move your hips and your lower body in a weird way. It feels I'm glad that I was like facing out away from everyone while I was doing this. I didn't want to have to look at people. Basically thrusting, kind of. Not exact. It's not exactly. It's hard to explain, but yeah, it does look a lot like thrusting. Hello, Anna Frikova. It's nice to see you. You come here, and the first thing you heard is "shut up." Yeah, I'm a nice streamer. I'm a nice streamer to my friends. They deserve it though. But that's why I was showing this image. Okay, I could have shown or like a real person doing this, but instead I got a cartoon. But yeah, so that's what I was doing today. That and then also some other stuff. You trust me, Morgan. No, you have to trust me here. I'm gonna delete that. I don't want that on my OBS anymore. I'm being bullied for it. So I was also doing. So I did squats today. I did leg extensions after squats. I did abductor, adduction. So abductor. So there's abduction and then adduction, pushing your legs out and bringing your legs together, basically. I did leg curls, which is your leg kind of like, you know, not bending your knee, but like using your hamstrings. And I also was doing hip thrusts, and I didn't do any calf work, but I just went for a big long walk afterwards. So that was pretty good. I did, how many steps did I do today? I did 11,500, and then I did 14,600 yesterday. And then I also did a 2.5k jog yesterday too. So yeah, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. My legs hurt. I will say that. My legs hurt. Your legs hurt just hearing that. I still feel it on the inside of my thighs though. It's still sore. It's still tight. It's actually something that I've been noticing for a while now. I don't know if it's just because of how often I'm sitting down, like in a chair. Hello, Pip. It's nice to see you. No, Pip, don't poke me in the face. Especially not when there's all like these people here. Not in front of all my streamer friends, my VTuber friends. People. It reminds you of the Reddit thread where it got stuck in a cylinder. Guys, how do you get a cylindrical object out of a Pringles can filled with, I don't know, like yogurt or something, whatever he used? It's imperative the cylinder is unharmed. Yeah. I would also understand wanting the cylinder to remain unharmed. I saw something today that made me, like, my whole body tensed up. I saw it was an image of a it was an image. I don't want to harm the cylinder. That's one of the best comments that have ever been made. I need to read that thread again, but it was an image of like a broken. I think it was like a cucumber or something, and it was broken at the bottom. I think it was something like that. And then it was like when she goes too high and it slips. Oh, my whole body, like oh god. You don't know. You know what, Pip? It's just vegetable humor. You don't have to worry about it. It's just like a funny farmer joke. Don't worry. It's just like farmer stuff. We're all farmers here. We're all culchies. You don't. My neck's a little sore still. I think just because I had the weight of the bear on my neck. Or like on my traps, but I'll try and go to the gym tomorrow as well, I think, and do some shoulder work. I love doing shoulders. Shoulders is the best. Long sword. Hello, Billy. It's nice to see you. Your neck is sore too. Yeah. I often have issues there. I injured myself, but long sword. Hang. You can see the long sword. It's right there. Hang on. We'll lift it up for Billy a little bit, so he gets to see the sword a little bit more. But yeah, I had an injury, shroomy, a little bit ago. Thigh. Yeah, these were the thighs that I was rolling out earlier. That's a good looking sword. Thank you, Winnie. That's very nice of you. When was the last time you guys complimented me on my sword, huh? Huh? When was the last time you guys complimented me on my sword? I never hear, "Oh, your sword's looking really nicely polished today, Rua." I never hear, it's a nice lent. It's a which sword? Fuck you, Haru. What's his name then? What's his name? Oh god, wait. What's the hang on. There's a certain sword name. Oh, here it is. Crua Kroskork. Crua Koskork. The hair destroying one. Okay, that's what it means. That's Crua Costco. You don't like swords unless against your neck. Shroomy. My god, that is quite the comment. That's you know what? Little bit wild, but that's fair. You heard Costco. Are you a fan of Costco? Hang on, I'll send it in. It's actually the name of Quilta's sword, my father's. But I may be pronouncing it slightly off, but it's like Crua Hos. You have to really pronounce it in the back of the throat. Crua Koskorch. Crua Ua, your papa. Yeah, not my rigger papa, but like my Quilta Macronon, the father of me from 2,000 years ago. lore stuff. No, Billy melted. Thank you, Haru, for putting him into the bucket. That's very important. Crusty Crossguard? No! Do not call my sword the Crusty Crossguard. That sounds like I don't take care of my weaponry. I take Crusty Crab. No, I'm not the owner of the Krusty Krab. I am not Krabs. I am not Mr. Krabs. We had the same idea. Also, do I even say this? I feel like I should, because it was kind of funny. But Lancelot said that he wants this drawn, but with Rua. so if we wanna make like a little book of stretching and rolling with Rua or something, like warming up with Rua or warming down. It's so small. Hang on. Big. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, I have an idea. How do I rotate it? Hang on. Wait, no, wait. How do I get rid of you again? Wait, I have an idea. Hang on. No, how do I do this? I guess I just do this. It doesn't make any sense, but okay. No, it does not work, but is this my 2.0? Yes, my 2.0 will be able to do stretches. New VTuber toggle. Rua gets every stream. This is meant to be ASMR. But yeah, every stream I'm going to show you guys a new exercise. I'm going to show you guys a new exercise. Do you... Do you... Why do I have short shorts? Okay, let me get rid of this. Okay, let me turn... Wait, hang on. Zoom. Whoa, no, hang on. I'm zooming completely the wrong part. There we go. Hang on, I'm still like sideways. There we go. That's better. No, you don't have to do that. No, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys the proper exercises. You know how to stretch out. It'll be a collab with me and Alpin. We'll use our 3D models together to like show all the stretches. I remember when we were doing like the equivalent of PE training, we were getting like lessons on going to the gym and like exercising and stuff, using things. I was used as an example for like some of the exercises. I remember one of them was like the leg curl machine. It was a lying down leg curl machine. So the leg curl machine is like you bring your legs back kind of almost towards your butt, and you have like a thing on your feet that has weight to it. But I was like holding on. I was like the guinea pig to explain to everyone how to do it. It's kind of funny. To thrust each. Yes, to stretch, Mike. To stretch. Show us how to like be limber and flexible. Together. Yeah, I'm sure like that would fit with Alpin's stuff. Alpin's a big fitness VTuber. I would love to get a 3D model though. I think it would be really cool. I try and do like visual triggers, or at the very least I'd poke you guys back, you know. You guys try and poke me and I'd poke you back. Because you deserve it, all of you. This is meant to be an ASMR stream. Hang on, you know what? I'm just gonna real quick change this to just... No, you know what? No, ASMR has, like... It's easier to be, like, found in ASMR. Because if you're in just chatting, there's like 500,000 people at all times. There's so many streamers in just chatting. No, Haru. No, fuck, I did the wrong button. It's if I turn this way, I just, like, block with my jaw. We don't deserve to get poked. Only you. That's really mean. Sorry, I had to check something. I've been getting these protein chocolate mousses. They're really good. They're not even like that many calories for the size of them. They're like 200 grams, 165 calories with 20 grams of protein. And like it's pretty good for the amount of food that's there of this nice like chocolatey mousse. It leaves you feeling full. It makes you feel like full for a while, so it's good. Pokes for the snails. You will not leave me live that down, will you, Haru? Will you? Finally, chalky protein that tastes good. There's actually a brand of protein bars. They're a little bit expensive. And by a little bit, I mean fucking like €3 often. Or like €2.50 in some places if they're good. Like on like a deal. But hello, Agnes Scaly. Welcome in. Thank you very much for the follow. They're called Fulfill bars, and they have a type of Fulfill bar called it's not called, but it's like dark chocolate caramel. No, dark chocolate salted caramel. It is so good. They're protein bars too, and they have like all these vitamins. But I know one of my friends' mom is like a nutritionist or like a doctor or something that deals with that type of stuff. And she is like, you shouldn't be eating these. And I'm like, no, it's tasty. It's just like, I'm sure it has like, you know, like sugar, like certain, like, to be fair now, they're like health freaks. These are health freaks we're talking about here. You know, if they see like a piece of gluten in bread, they're going to burn it. You love you some dark chocolate, salted caramel. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Hand it over? No, it's already in my tummy. Well, there are many that have been in my tummy, but I don't have any on me right now. But I did get some chalky milk today. I got some chocolate milk. I was very happy with it. Avonmore's chocolate milk is really good. Really good. Well, chocolate flavored milk, but I don't care. It tastes chocolatey. It's good milk, good quality milk. You know, that's one thing that I know in Ireland that I am blessed in the I'm blessed being Irish already, but you know that just goes without saying. But one particular thing with Ireland is the quality of our dairy products is super super high. Hello, Starshine. It's nice to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's take it from his tummy. No, get your fucking hands away from my stomach. You don't like dark chocolate? That's fair. That's fair. I know Daya doesn't like dark chocolate either. He actually prefers white chocolate. Daya's a white chocolate enjoyer. There's a bar called, it's like Dairy Milk Double Decker, I think. No, Double Decker is like another bar that I really like. It's I can't remember what it's called. It's something like that. But the base is milk chocolate, and then the like center of it is white chocolate. It's like a layered chocolate. It's really, really good. It's really good. You don't like white either, just a normal chocolate person. That's fair. Really dark chocolate is like, I like it, but you're not eating a lot of it. You're going to have like a square. You miss double deckers so much. They're so rare. Do you find them rare, Morrigan? I often see them around. I get them quite often because they're really good. I really like them. Do you have pickups there? I'm not familiar with pickups, Shroomy. I don't know what a pickup is. I know Pickup 52. Have you guys ever played Pickup 52? Your local spare never has them, Saj. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You're watching some anime earlier. You're doing well. How are you? I'm pretty good. It's a long weekend actually in Ireland this weekend. So I have Monday off. So I might do a stream Sunday, but I'm definitely going to do one Monday. Definitely. You really love dark chocolate too. You once ate a whole bar and stayed up the whole night. Good job, Haru. But that's the thing with like really dark chocolate is that it's heavy. If you want to like, I find that I can't eat more than like, you know, if we're talking like 85% or something, you know, I'm having 2 bars, like 2 squares of it, and I'm like, okay, that's enough for like the next like 15 minutes. Then I have some more. There's another brand that does like dark chocolate, salted caramel, like there's like salted caramel bits in it, I guess. Like, you know, it's not like liquidy caramel, it's like the bits. It's also really good. Oh man, I like chocolate. I have a big sweet tooth. Dude. I also really like crisps. Those, oh my god, no, dude, I just like the trifecta of crisps, biscuits, and chockies. You're down to 32 Easter eggs. That's one. You only got through one last lot. You gotta do better. Can you do links or should you just DM? That depends, Shroomy. What are you about to like link into my chat? No, you can send a link. I think. I hope. Guys, be careful. Make sure your like ad blocker checks this, or you're like your antivirus. That's the word I was looking for. You had 34 originally. Okay, you're doing better. Even when you had a sore throat, you kept nibbling on sweets. Dude, that it's so hard to stop. Which crisps? So mainly Walker's cheese and onion. But I'm also a big fan of Hunky Dory's barbecue flavor. And then there's other. That's a big link. If you guys want your data stolen, click that link. But no, hang on. I'll check it. I'll pick up. I don't know if we have pickup, but we definitely have something that's similar. I just cannot remember the name of it. Hello, Dr. Archfey. Welcome in. If you don't say Tato, you're not Irish. You'll fight for your Tato. I do like Tato. But Like typically, I get Walkers, which yeah, I know is an English one. Yeah, but they're German apparently. We get them from the Swiss. The Swiss do very good chocolate. You're a King's Crisp enjoyer. That's a good choice. That's a very good choice, isn't it? Spuds. Yeah, it's all spuds, but they're all different tasty. You respect the hunky dory shout. Hunky dories are so good, dude. I know. Walkers came out with this like less salt version of the cheese and onion, and they were garbage. I tried one, and I'm like, this tastes horrible. It doesn't. Like, why? Oh, you want to try and be healthier? No. If I'm eating the crisps, I know I'm eating something salty. Give it to me. That's what I crave. I want the saltiness of the crisp. They give you a bunch of energy too. Ooh. Sour cream and onion hunky dories are goated. I'm not a big sour cream and onion fan, but I do enjoy it from time to time. I do find it interesting. I think, isn't it sour cream and onion is like the big one in America? I think that's the green Pringle. The green Pringles. I think that's like the big American one. Like that's like one of their top ones. And then they don't really have cheese and onion. They don't have cheese and onion that often in America. I think they're rarer over there. They look like crackers and chocolate, like s'mores, but with no marshmallows. So just crackers and chocolate. I love double deckers. Ripples are really good, or minstrels. Like any of the Galaxy chocolate is really high quality. You don't know what to call it, but yeah, basically. What else? What else are really good ones? Toffee crisp. Toffee crisps are really good. I should be like pulling up some of these images. Because you guys have no idea. Some of you who are like from America have like no idea what I'm talking about. So hang on, let me pull up some of them. Well, also toffee crisp. There. Ooh, that's actually a good one to show. No. You know, that's fine. Just the wrapping. Just the wrapping is fine. Wait. Why? Well, AVIF. I have never seen this file type. AVIF. What? Did I download a virus? I hope I didn't download a virus. I'm gonna delete that from my PC. This is a toffee crisp. What the fuck is an AVIF? I'm a little bit scared now. Thank you, Alarmy stock photo. Very kind of you. And then also double decker. This isn't the nicest looking double decker, but usually like the nougat at the top is like softer. You already got toffee crisp Easter eggs. Oh, got 2 of them? I'm jealous. V stands for virus. You also love barbecue flavored Lay's specifically. Oh yeah, over in America, Walkers are called Lay's. I prefer the word Walker. Lay's is a weird one for me. I don't know. You do love sour cream and onion. That is a very American flavor. We have a few things that are like that brand. For us, that's like the green color. Like anything that's green is associated with that. And then blue is like, well, no, not necessarily. Blue for Walkers is cheese and onion. Then red is cheese and onion for Tato's. Tato's is like the main Irish brand, I would say. Mine here are called Lay's too. No. They're called Walkers here. Why? I don't know. I want the Walker. It's just like you guys, you know. They usually don't have a lot of them in there. Some of them do. Some bags are like, some of them have like 50% more, and it's like a really big bag. It's pretty good. Most of Europe is also Lay's, which is strange to you. Is it? Really? I always thought that I thought that Walker's was like the European version, and then Lay's was the was the American version. Because you didn't like beds, so you don't lay. Yeah, I like the ground. I sleep on the floor. Just like when D wrote that story to me about Genzuki, about me and Genzuki like going somewhere and having to sleep in a place with like only one bed, and I was like, hang on, I'll find that. I'll find that because I can't. I remember it was really good. I have to look at my marshmallow. I should post that again. You guys, I want you guys to post that my marshmallow. 50% more air. When you were in the Netherlands, it was lays. In Japan and China, they're lays too. God, all you lazy fuckers wanting to lay down. Ah, that was mean, Rua. You just cursed at your fan base. Ah, you guys deserved it. I don't know why right now, but you guys do deserve it at some point. Some of you, at least. Oh, no, wait, no. It wasn't here. It was on... I think it was in Discord. Let me find... Hang on. Search demon NP... No. Where's D? Huh? Eh? And I can't find her name. Too many people messaging. It's somewhere in here. I will find it later. But it was like she wrote a story for me. She wrote a story for me where it was like Genzuki and I were like traveling together. It's like a first person story. It's not me specifically, but it's a, you know, Genzuki X reader. Oh, here it is. Wait, hang on. Let me see if I can find the story. It's somewhere here. I have to scroll back a little bit. Oh, it was the highest of quality. Where is it? If I search bed, I can find it. Eh? Maybe I need to check. I don't know. I don't know where my my marshmallow things are. Anyway, sorry. Let me get back to you guys. Maybe search it up by name on the name thingy. I found our messages. But I don't know if maybe it was here or marshmallow. Possibly it was marshmallow because I'm not seeing it here. And I would know about it. We post a lot about Genzuki to each other. I sent one to her recently myself on Valentine's Day. I sent her it's Valentine's Day. You finally worked up the courage to confess. You approach him and his friends with flowers in your hand. The plastic of the flower bunch crinkling just a little too hard in your grip. You cough to get their attention. You confess to Genzuki. They look at you like this. Make what in the Wattpad? Yeah, exactly. Kimley. That's exactly what I was. I'm wait, did I add that somewhere? I think I added that somewhere. Oh yeah, then I said what do? And she she responded with like a love emote and said he looked at me. That's kind of pretty. It is. It's very pretty. You're so old, Genzuki. Well, Shroomy, do I have someone to show to you? Where? Surely I have it somewhere here. Is this screenshot? Oh, that screenshot's not showing. That's Kaida Haru. Where is he? Hang on, let me go find him. So Genzuki Tojiro is I'm amazed that you don't know him, Shroomy, considering that you watch my streams from time to time. And I feel like from time to time I may talk about him. I think it happens like maybe every one stream a month he might come up. Where's my saved documents? Oh no, wait. I know where it is. It's in here. This 3 terabytes? I do not have 3 terabytes. Stop lying. Oh, who's this? Hello, Mirk Strides. Thank you very much for the follow. Hang on. Okay, where is it? It's in the. Where did I save my stuff again? Oh, this thing. Genzuki. Where's my Genzuki folder? There it is. That's a good image. That's a nice image. Genzuki Tojiro of Niji Sanji. He's a Niji Sanji streamer. Laos Tuden for you. Oh, Laos. What's it? How do you pronounce his name? He's the guy from Dungeon, the Eating Dungeon manga or anime, isn't he? That's a fun anime. I watched a bit of that. There's also this image too. That's a cute one. The really cute one. Lajos, if that dude's name is Hungarian. I will go with Lajos. Laios. Wait, hang on. Laios. Yeah, I was kind of like overpronouncing the O, I think. Laios. I see. But yes, this is Genzuki Tojiro. Really amazing voice. He's a JP streamer, and he's like a genius when it comes to music. He has helped so many of the other like VTubers with their music stuff, and he was the very first VTuber I ever watched. When I say watch, what I mean is, and really that I ever searched up. I knew about VTubers before I got into them. I knew about the funny anime girls. I knew about the memes of the anime girls saying the naughty word when they're playing GTA. I knew of the shark. I knew a little bit about the shark. Not much, though. And then one day, I don't know what happened. Obviously, I must have just been looking at something. It could have been that I was watching, like, some random meme that popped up about VTubers, and I watched it. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And I went to go do another thing. And then I saw a video titled Niji Sanji male VTubers speaking English. And I was like, huh? Because the idea of male VTubers didn't really make much sense to me. It didn't really make much sense to me. Like, well, it's not that it didn't make sense to me, but it's just I had never even considered that they were a thing. I never really considered that they were a thing. It was always like, oh yeah, VTubers, the anime girls. And then I watched it, and literally the only reason, I think it's because maybe I'm like an ethnic narcissist, but the only reason why I looked him up, I looked up Genzuki Tojiro, I searched his name in the search bar, was because when he spoke English, he said a word, like a sentence that sounded like he had an Irish accent. The word he said was manager. He said manager. And the way he said it, I was like, oh, he had, like, that was almost Irish sounding. Now, look, obviously, it's like JP VTubers speaking. He speaks English. He spent time over in Canada, I think it was. He was an exchange student for a while. So he isn't fluent in English. His English is definitely a lot lower than it was. But he's able to talk with his chat, which he's done before. He talked about iCarly with them on a stream once. It was really fun. And then, but he has very good pronunciation. So do you know how a lot of JP streamers and VTubers, when they say English, when they speak English, it'll be you looking up a video later on his English voice. Hang on, I'll find a good one for you because I know a good one. I hope you guys can read that. I'm glad that this image here has a source image or like a their tag, because I'd feel bad. You can hear him, Foxy. I raided him recently. I raided him a little while ago, and I was freaking out. You can ask Haru and them who are here, but I was like losing it trying to build up the courage to do so. He usually is on YouTube. He died. I may have died. Hang on. Genzuki speaking English. There's a really great YouTube channel that does like animated clips of him. This is the iCarly one actually. This is the like any English only peasant. Like any English only peasant, I rely on translators. Bro is shaking while he types in chat. I may have been slightly. He was freaking out. Thank you, Zan. I'm also going to take that hydrate that you did earlier that I forgot about. Thank you. I saw a comment recently somewhere. It was a person commenting on like loads of VTubers, like giving a one sentence to them, and like a lot of them was like, they were just calling them gay. Like their model was like whatever. And he got to me. He was like, Ruadh, I feel gay when I watch him. It's like, I was like, what? What does that mean? He was so scared. I spent like a good 10 minutes trying to make sure that my raid message was like okay. I didn't want these people going into chat being like men spamming men in a Japanese streamer, my Oshi's chat. That wasn't going to happen. I wasn't going to deal with you guys embarrassing me. It was a lot of fun though. I think he said hello at one point. He didn't say hello, but I think he said like konnichiwa or something. He said some kind of greeting. You would never embarrass me. No, you wouldn't, Pip. They would though. Chat reflects. No, they don't. That's a lie. That's a lie that chat tells themselves to make them feel better. They come in here and they bully me, and they make fun of me, they tease me, and they deserve beatings. They'll catch these hands one day. You're worse than that? How am I worse than you? How am I worse than all of you put together? Not Pip though. Pip's a sweetheart. Pip's a sweetheart. But anyway, sorry. So he was the person that I looked up. That I was like, who is this? Genzuki Todiro? Okay. And I searched him. I searched him up. And then I found Kaida Haru, and I kind of got lost in Niji Sanji for a while. And ever since then, yeah, I mean, he's the reason that I became a VTuber. So thank him. Thank him right now. Right now. I want to see thank you, Genzuki Tojiro, in chat right now from each one of you. Come on, where is it? You're gonna go to his DMs and thank you? No, don't mention my name, please. Wait, I got a favor. I got a heart on YouTube from him. I made a comment on his short and he hearted it. He hearted it. He saw my name. He saw my comment. I was really happy. Thank you, man named the Demon Slayer, dude. He's like a demon researcher. No, is that Kaida? No, he lore wise, he's like a priest that communicates with God or something in their lore. Kaida Haru is a demon researcher, and then Nagio Kai is like a ninja. He's probably got 100 screenshots of that heart. I don't have 100 screen. No, I didn't take a screenshot. I may have took one screenshot. I may have taken one screenshot. Thank you, Genzuki. Good job, Morgan. Thank you. I may have 1,000 screenshots though from Val's first live. So Kaida Haru, Genzuki Tojiro, and Nagio Kai are all part of Val's. That's their group. It's spelled VALZ, but apparently it's meant to be pronounced waltz, like, you know, the waltz. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, it's vowels. I don't even think they stick to that pronunciation. I'm pretty sure they also say vowels. You will fully admit you know none of the male corpo streamers. You don't watch male VTubers often. I should feel blessed then that you're gracing my stream. Thank you, Foxy. Who wouldn't be excited if there was an idol, if their idol likes their post? That's so true, Pip. So true. Now he may have been liking most of the comments there, but mine stood out because it wasn't in Japanese. So that's the one thing I can say. You prefer indies, to be honest. You love bullying them. It's easier. That's true. That's fair. That's totally fair. I would, if I ever became like a corpo, like a big corpo with like loads of viewers, I'd want to have. I know it's like, it's one of those things that I've often wondered. You know, if you have like hundreds of viewers and they're commenting and your chat's going so fast, how do you pick stuff out? How do you pick stuff out of chat? You must just like pause it and just read something. And then I'm like wondering, like, you know, do I dare do a thing where I set up like a Discord that I'm like, okay, here's all like the people that always supported me from the very beginning. I'll read their comments more often. They get to comment in this like secret chat, and then I get exposed. I get exposed because, like, you know, I don't read one of their comments once, and they get really angry and they spread it everywhere. And they're like, this guy hates his viewers, and then I have to post a Google Docie. I get to post the image of Blackjack as Steve, and I go Google Docie, and then I get cancelled, and then I get fired, and I disappear from VTubing. Wow, I just lived a whole like career in my mind. The JP ASMR VTuber you follow always heart your comments. That's really sweet. Favoritist, yeah. Yeah, I favor the people who stick by me. It's a good trait. And I shun those who betray me. Cancel Ruadh. Yeah, you're gonna see that someday. It's gonna be so dead. The Irish VTuber always reads your comments. That's really sweet of him. He sounds like this Irish VTuber sounds like a really cool guy. I bet his name is Wawa Quilta. He sounds really handsome and really cool and really, really smart, and like, you guys should follow him and spread. You guys should like post him to like everything that you have, and like play him in your office. Like, when you go to work, you should hook my streams, his streams up to the TV and tell people to follow them. He was part of Niji Sanji Luxium. Oh no, Mike. Wait, Luxium. No, hang on. He sounds like a bully. No, Harun, that guy's not a bully. But no, wait. Luxium, no. Fulgur Ovid, I believe, had some kind of. I think he was like, he grew up in Northern Ireland for a while, but he's graduating. But he wasn't part of Luxium. He was part of the other, like the group that came after them, wasn't he? I'm sorry, by the way, Mike, if you like him. I'm sorry if you liked him. It's sad. So crazy how big Luxium like blew up. You hadn't time to mourn the sweet. Oh no, Mike. Nade. Oh god, I like punched my microphone. Nade. It's okay, Mike. It's okay. Yeah, it's been a rough April. It has been a rough April. We're only 4 months into 2025, and there has been some massive shifts in the VTuber sphere. You missed your girl, Gura. I understand, Shroomy. I caught some of her like last karaoke stream. It was nice. Hello, Gusto. Welcome in. How are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you for joining. You missed the silly talk, the silliness. We're probably going to get into the reading soon. We're actually going to be reading. We're actually going to be reading about the Fianna. Basically, the group I was part of. So you guys are going to get to learn some of the stories of me. You're reading? I know it like never happens on this stream. I've never read. I think I've read like 2 words of a book and then I closed it. But yeah, we're going to do a reading stream. You know, I claimed that at the beginning. Your gang? Yeah, the Fianna. The Fianna. Yippee. Yippee! I can't do Fianna was your VTuber gen name. yeah, me, Fionn McCool, Quilta Macron on. Yeah, we were all part of a VTuber group back then. Back then, Ireland was actually the progenitor of VTubers. The rest of them graduated, sadly. No. Quilta lasted longer than the others. He stuck around for a while. Wow, that was a high pitched no. Oh, I channeled my Haru Mizuki into that one, but the rest of them graduated. It was special. That was a funny comment. That made me chuckle. But yeah, we'll be reading some stories about them. I think it will be fun. I think this part of the book is going to be very fun. Let me see if there's any like specific stories that I immediately recognize. The best men of the Fianna, the lads of the skins, black, brown, and grey, the hound, the enemies of Ireland, the loss, the great fight. Oh wow, there's actually a lot of stories here. I wonder how it's gonna go. What was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking. I don't think. Yeah, maybe I just get into the reading. If I got into a corpo, would you guys follow me? If I did a big sad stream, I was like, guys, I have to graduate. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll see you guys. Maybe I'll see you guys sometime. Maybe I'll come back, and then like a month later, you hear me on like DG Sanji as like the newest gen, and I have to make like bottom jokes. I'm contractually obligated to post on Twitter, haha bottom, like at least once a day. Because that's corpo VTuber humor, and I have to flirt with everyone. You tried to follow someone who did that, but you can never follow them. It's not the same. That's fair, Mike. It is a big thing when someone moves model and changes name and stuff, forced to become Fujo bait. Well, I seem to have accidentally fallen into that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm suited for corpo stuff. I'd love to be able to join a corpo that I don't have to give up being Ruadh for. We about to be founding members. Yeah, maybe I should make a corpo. Forced is a strong word. That means you'll be successful as a male VTuber. Maybe. I feel like I'm already successful, you know. I kind of like the amount of effort I put into streaming is I stream and I have a Discord and I chat and I watch others stream and I say hi. That's about it. And I feel like for the amount of effort that I'm able to put in, because most of it is just the fact that I'm a very busy person with life, with work and study, that that I'm able to give time to it. You've raided Genzuki, you've won already. Yeah, that's the real part. I have raided and possibly, because I don't speak Japanese, I don't know, been acknowledged by my Oshi. That's an important thing. It's an important thing, and I'm glad I got to do it. And I've met a lot of very nice people. So that's the cool part. It is weird thinking back, like to like over a year ago, streaming to like 3, 4 people, sometimes to myself, just reading my books. I got a lot more reading done back then because I wasn't interrupted every 20 minutes. And by 20 minutes, I mean 2 minutes. And by 2 minutes, I mean every 30 seconds. But, I think I may prefer it. Ooh, a sketch comeback when? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What if I got like a whole like a whole live 2D version of Sketch, Ruadh? How would that even I know that there's like a sketchy thing. Because I know I have this model like on like very quick. But then we have I like you can see the glow up. I feel like this is one of like the best glow ups. Wait, hang on. Wink. Wink, Ruadh. There we go. My hair got longer. I got more clothes. My sword got longer. Okay, I think the length of my Lena stayed the same because I think people liked that. My sleeves are the same. Which sword got... The one at my hip. The one at my hip, Haru. You got a scare on your thigh. I did. I got stabbed. I visited London once and I left with like 2 scares. Crazy. You got you got a tattoo too. The one down in the south. It sounds like Bloodborne. Yeah. And he got collared? No. This is a torque. This is a torque. It's not a collar, Shroomy. It is not... I did not get collared. Okay? That didn't happen. And you have Brua now. That's the most important thing, I think. You heard that as twerk. Yeah, sure, whatever. I got twerk. That's what I do in the gym. That's one of my warm-ups. I just... Twerk redeem when? Never. I don't know how to do it. Maybe someone can teach me. Maybe Alpha knows how to twerk. You? Yeah, I also feel the same. You know how-ish. Maybe you can teach me, Foxy. You teach me how to purr. You teach me how to purr, but unfortunately, Foxy, it sounds like I'm either growling. Like I'm either growling or I sound like a car trying to start. Oh shit! Sounds like you need some more like engine fluid. You need an oil change. Oh shit! You got that V8 engine. You got that V8 engine. Close your lips more. Wait, hang on. Now I just sound like a helicopter. No. You sound like a dog. I know I sound like a dog. I sound like I'm growling at you guys. No, that's a cat. What the fuck was that noise, Ruadh? Where did that come from? He's a dog. I got that dog. I love that phrase. Shut up, Haru. He's got that dog in him. I love that phrase from American sports. He's got that dog in him. Someone clip that, whatever that is. No, please don't clip that. I don't. Rar. Rar. XD nuzzle pounces on you. Ooh, you so warm. Couldn't help but notice you. He's got that dog in him as he meows. Inside of you are 2 dogs. One's a cat. You're unfollow? No, Pip, don't unfollow, please. Face in your hands. I'm sorry, Morrigan. I'm sorry. This is what happens. These people come here and they they confuse my brain, make me tired, and then I start thinking about dumb things. Duck fact: the oldest duck to be taken by a hunter was a 29-year-old canvasback. Dude, you should keep that duck. If he's a canvas, he's going to appreciate and value over time. That was a dumb art joke. He growls like a dog. He has. I am not a dog. I've said before that, like, I remember someone, even Alpin agreed on this, and a couple of other VTubers have agreed. They don't necessarily think that I have dog, like, they don't feel like I'm, like, dog or cat coded. Keep doing your thing. Give them treats. Okay, I will take treats. What do you guys got? Do you got, like, a double decker? Do you guys got, like, some salted caramel chocolate? Thank you, Haru, for the head pat. Thank you. You find yourself... Why did I have a lisp? You find yourself thinking... I'm like thinking about not Ted DiBiase, Dusty Rhodes. You find yourself thinking about Satanta replacing Ku Cullen's dog. Yeah, I could become Kurua. You only got bread on you? I'll take bread. I like bread. Put some butter on that bread. Slaps. Give me some soup. Pretty good. You agreed to be dog girl vibes. I could see it. You got a cheese? Oh, we got ourselves a sandwich going on here. You got choco icing. Okay, we've got ourselves a much more unhealthy sandwich going on right here. So I just need someone to have some butter. Unironically, like there's no reason that bread and butter should be that good, but it is. BIAB. I had a breast in a bun. I got a. Someone last a lot on Discord, like, messaged me being like, I cannot believe it, but I saw in a restaurant breast in a bun. I was shocked. I thought that this was like just your locale. I thought that this was just a very local thing that you called it. I realize now you were correct. He admitted it's a phrase. Bread is good by itself. It is. I remember I used to do a thing where I'd like, you don't like butter on bread? Pip. We gotta get you some Irish butter. Some real Irish butter. None of that, I can't believe it's not, but no, that shit deserves to be burnt to the ground. Get you some real Irish butter. I'm telling you right now. Savage. You were told you give cat vibes, but you don't know. But you're like obviously fox coded though. Kerrygold. Kerrygold is pretty good. Kerrygold is pretty good. Pip is Ruadh possessing you right now. You use that phrase in real life, by the way. You use breast in a bun in real life, Gusto. It's spreading. It's spreading. Soon it will spread everywhere. Soon it will spread everywhere. You're not possessed. I think you might be. Ruadh is asleep right now, but he's possessing your brain to talk about his terrible food taste. It doesn't matter if no one in your country uses it. You can be the progenitor, Gusto. You can be a progenitor of this phrase in your country. You should open up a chicken store and not call it breast in a bun. You should have breast in a bun. Then when people come in and are like, breast in a bun, what is that? What's that? And then you give them a really good chicken burger and they're like, oh, hell yeah. You agree with Ruadh, but you swear you ain't possessed. I'm watching you, Pip. I'm gonna throw some holy water over you. Try and get Ruadh out of you. But everyone should use that phrase. Those some cheese. But again, Irish dairy is really high quality. Really, really high quality. If you guys ever do come here, I would highly recommend even just the milk. Just like when I go to Europe, that's one of the things I unironically miss. That's one of the things I like immediately miss about home. I like drink some milk and it's like, oh, that's not good. Some places are good. Some places are decent. But I don't know. I think Irish milk is like the best. Milk by itself. Wait, you. Hang on. I'm trying to decode this, Haru. You don't drink milk by itself. Weirdly, or are you saying drinking milk by itself? Spoiled by his excellent milk quality at home. A chicken parmy sandwich called breast in a bun sounds really good, not gonna lie. It's really, yeah. It works. It works. It makes sense. You don't drink milk either. See, unironically, milk good. Exactly, Gusto. Milk good. Milk is a goddamn superfood. It has protein, carbs, fats. It has good fats, high quality protein, and it's filling too. It is like if you drink that after, I know that people do like protein powders and stuff, but if you didn't have that, just milk as something after it make your tummy hurt. Literally, they've like proven through me that you can like get rid of by dosing dairy. By microdosing dairy, you can get rid of lactose intolerance. You can hack your gut health. You can hack your gut health. And not have like a skill issue. It's literally a skill issue. I'm not gonna finish that word. Lies, you eat cheese every day and it still hurts you. Microdosing dairy. Honey and milk though. I never really tried like sweet milk. Isn't that something they have in Japan? Sweet milk? Need sugar on it. Normal milk tastes weird to you? Again, guys, Irish milk is like so creamy and just lovely. Even like the low-fat versions are pretty decent. But that is something I know that Ireland is renowned for. It's dairy quality. Japan's bread is also sweet. That's the same thing with America, isn't it? Doesn't America have really sweet bread? It's like a Madeira cake, basically. I've heard before that like bread in America lasts really long. Like it can last like over a week. That's scary to me. I would not eat that. I would be scared of that bread. We have some sweet bread, but not really. There's Hawaiian bread. It's good. I don't know what. Wait, is that Hawaiian bread? Is that bread with pineapple on it? Do you guys have the bread? Wait, actually Hawaiian? Is it with pineapple? No? Oh. It's the only thing I know about Hawaii. You like Cheesecake Factory bread? Harold, what does that mean? Hawaiian bread is so good, toasted and with butter. I'm going to have to look up what Hawaiian bread is. But it's sweet. I see. I might have to give it a try sometime. I'll keep an eye out for it. I'll keep an eye out for it. You can take a sip of water. What was I saying earlier? Oh yeah. I do feel like I've hit a little bit of success. It's nice to have you guys here and chat with you. My nose is still doing that thing where there's a slight. It's not as bad as it was, but there's still a little bit of like pressure, like a little bit of like sinusy stuff going on. It's annoying, but it's going away. It's going away. That's okay. It'll get better soon. It's the milk. It ain't the milk. I've been drinking milk all my life. Ugh. I think, unless you guys can come up with something, let it go to your head, Rua. We need an ego arc. Hell yeah. Ego arc, Rua, where he's like, what would I even do? I'd go, hey guys. Oh, you're talking to me? Do you know I have an average of 15 viewers on stream, on Twitch? Do you guys know I have an average of 15 viewers on Twitch? Yeah, I know. I'm a kind of a big deal. Do you know that Genzuki Tojiro once liked a comment on YouTube by me? Yeah, I bet you didn't. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. So, about those first class tickets, I'll be getting those for free, right? Complimentary, and some wine too, and of course your most luxurious and private seating. I want one of those seats with the bed, please. Thank you. What's that? You have 50 viewers? You didn't get liked by Genzuki though, did you? Your most bodacious babes. Please, hang on. Your most bodacious babes. I will take them. The massage seat. Yes, yes. And by massage, I mean I want someone in here massaging my. I want the pilot. I want the pilot of the plane in here giving me a massage. What do you mean he needs to fly the plane? No, he can put that shit on autopilot and spend his time doing actual work. He needs to earn his wage, okay? Anyone can fly a plane once it's in the air. Okay, landing might be a little bit difficult, but he needs to earn his wage. He has to give me a massage right now. I need the pilot to work it. Is he just gonna break it down funky style? Yeah, work it, pilot. And then he's just like grooving. I turn on like Forget Me Not. He just pulls out like some sick breakdancing moves. That'd be kind of cool. That would be a cool pilot. Ugh. Oh, it was so sunny recently. It was so sunny recently. In Ireland, it actually was still sunny today as well. It's been really nice. It's been really, really nice. The plane crashes. There was too much heat in the cabin. Yeah, it was. He was serving it up funky style. You guys get that? You've been so hot, you're melting. Oh yeah, we get. Oh yeah, we do get sun. We do get sun from time to time, Shroomy. But yeah, it's been a lovely. It's like nice. It's like it's like 19, 20 degrees, like for like 1 or 2 days. And then it's like 17 degrees. Perfect. I'm happy. There's a nice breeze. I feel lovely. It's nice and sunny, and then at times it's cloudy. And it's like perfect for me. Blanked for a bit. I was confused. It's like normal weather for you. It's not here. It's not here. What was I gonna say? But yeah, there's meant to be like a heat wave or something coming in. I hope it doesn't get over like 21. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be hot. 60s are cold. No. Shroomy, no. No. Anything like above 25. Anything above 25, and I start getting very cranky. You freeze at 21? Are you guys fucking lizards? Did you guys lie in the sun for like an hour or two to charge up? You freeze at 21? No. I think Ireland is like relatively humid, but I do know, Foxy, or Shroomy, sorry, not Foxy. You are Foxy, but Shroomy. Where are you again? Like Louisiana, is it? Or like, no, the Appalachian Mountains. I assume there is like really hot and humid. Louisiana. Hey, nice. Look at that. Do you like my southern accent, Shroomy? Does it meet your expectations? But like, I imagine it's really hot and humid, like a whole different type of thing that I'm used to. I would probably die, unironically, living there. Maybe that's slightly hyperbolic, but you know. Hello, Lioness Prime. Welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. You believe there's a Celsius Fahrenheit confusing occurring? 60 would kill a human in short order. Yeah, no. I very quickly guessed that 60s is the Fahrenheit version. But Ireland can get quite humid too, and then our buildings are built to keep in heat. One thing that I have heard that's interesting, I don't understand why. I've had multiple people, even places from like Brazil and like areas in like Eastern Europe, where I know it can get very cold in Eastern Europe, but it can also get up to like 30 degrees plus. It can get up to like 35 degrees and like really sunny. I've had multiple of them say that like the 20s here in Ireland can feel hotter there than it does at like 30 plus in their country, and the sun they think is stronger for some reason. They burn way faster in Ireland than in other places. I don't know what it is. I don't know how true that is though. Who knows? It feels unironically 48.8 Celsius here in the summers. See, why would you live there? Like I know it's like, you know, you're really proud of where you live, but why? Why would you live in a place that gets that hot? That seems like a death sentence. And then you can't go like chill, you can't go like swim in the rivers cuz you're going to get eaten by an alligator. Well, the folks around South Louisiana thought Amos was a hell of a man. No, wait. What's the song again? How does it go? It's like, now Amos Moses was Cajun. He lived by himself in the swamp. He hunted alligators for living. He just knock 'em on the head with a stomp. The Louisiana law gonna get you, Amos. It ain't legal hunting alligators down in the swamp, boy. Now everyone blamed his old man for making him mean as a snake. When Amos Moses was a boy, his daddy would use him for alligator bait. Tie a rope around a table. Tie a rope around his waist and throw him in the swamp. You are small and get cold easily. Oh no. I like Amos Moses. That's a good song. That's all I know of your culture, Shroomy. That's all I know. I know you told me a bit about it too, which was actually really cool. But Amos Moses is all I think about. And some boy getting like thrown into a river to fight alligators, which is pretty based, I have to say. It's kind of like Spartan, like survive the alligators. You've never watched Princess and the Frog? I actually haven't. That's one that I have not watched. I'm sorry. The Louisiana Agoge. Yeah. No, makes sense. Makes sense. I feel like I should get into the reading soon, or I might get banned from Twitch for mislabeling. You should watch it. It's good. We need a watch party to watch that. I do. I actually do want to do a watch along sometime. I do want to do like a watch along on Discord sometime. I've been seeing clips of it. I want to do Fantastic Mr. Fox. It seems really funny. Yeah, like a movie night. Maybe we'll do like Princess. Maybe we could do that. That could be fun. Princess and the Frog, and then like Fantastic Mr. Fox. Not even counting humidity, it was 50 degrees a couple of years ago. And is WA Washington? I assume that's Washington. Wait, no, hang on. Wait, I get confused because there's Washington. Oh, wait. Sorry, Gusto. I was Western Australia. I was thinking in America terms because I was like talking about Louisiana and stuff. Apologies, Gusto. Apologies. I was like, wait. I thought like Washington State is like above California, but like like a little bit colder. Because like higher on the line, but no, yeah, Western Australia, yeah, that seems like a death sentence. Australia's just designed to kill you, isn't it? It's kind of based we civilized there. Well, civilized. We sent all the criminals over there, mainly Irish people, and then they became strains, and they just insult you. But, you know, there's a lot to survive over there. There's snakes can kill you. The spiders can kill you. The marsupials can kill you because some big bad kangaroo is going to jump at you and wrestle your ass down and choke you out. You do have Irish heritage. You're based on attacking fellow Gaels. No. It was only a joke. Imagine Washington in that heat. I don't know much about Washington, but I assume they would not be happy with that. Ew, spiders. I feel like I don't want to say big spiders are easier to handle. As long as they aren't fast moving. Like, I've held a tarantula before, and that was actually okay. He was like calm. He was slowly walking. It was kind of cool. He was all fuzzy. But then you get like normal house spiders, and they're just like darting everywhere. They're ugly. Unless like jumping spiders are cool. You're like, ew, get out of here. There is like a real, one of those like thin body but with a really long leg ones. They're good though. They're good because they actually kill other spiders. Had a black widow crawl across your hand once. Why would you allow that to happen? Daddy long legs? Yeah, daddy long legs. Well, yeah, I guess you'd call both of them daddy long legs. There's daddy long legs like the spider, and then there's daddy long legs the flying bug thing. I don't know what that is, but it's a bug with very long legs. It flies around and it fucking flies in your face. I hate when flies touch me. I know, I'm sure like everyone else does as well, but like, if I'm like in the bathroom and it's like nighttime and like the lights on and the windows open and like some bug flies in and he just insists on touching me, I start like punching the air trying to get rid of him. It's a species of crane fly. Well, we Brits call daddy long legs. Yeah, I think maybe we have the similar term. We have a similar term over here in Ireland where we refer to them as daddy long legs. You're moving stuff from your shed and you didn't notice until someone else told you afterwards. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Shroomy. You hate big spiders. Small are okay. The fuzzy ones, not normal ones. The fuzzy ones, yeah, like fuzzy moths are cool as well. I like colorful fuzzy moths. I think the colorful moths are way more prettier than butterflies. I think fuzzy moths that have like the colorful moths that aren't just like the basic bitch moths are like way more prettier. You got Luna moths? Oh, Luna moths are so cool. I am so jealous. Those are unreal looking. Basic bitch moth. Wow, what else am I meant to refer to them as? That's what they are. Yippee. My voice can't go that high. Yip, yip, yip. Wait, hang on. Yippee. No, that's not very high at all, Ruadh. Sometimes I can get it, and sometimes I can't. Flying cockroach. I've had to deal with a cockroach once in my life. He was a big motherfucker. I had to push him out with a broom, and he kept climbing over the broom and trying to get inside. I did not like it. I don't want to have to deal with them anymore. That's one of the things that I don't like about like Spain. You should look up the Venezuelan poodle moth. Looks like an ice bug. The Venezuelan poodle moth. Let me look this thing up. Oh! They're so big. What the that thing is huge. Wait, hang on. Let me get it. Let me show you guys. Look at this guy. No, wait, nope. So streamers, you know how you go onto OBS to bring in an image? Well, I accidentally opened my like Google Stream and I dragged it onto my Google Stream tab rather than OBS. Oopsies. I did a little oopsie. Anyway, here you go. Look at him. Look at it. Okay, that's a little bit low quality. Look at him. He's so friendly looking. He's so cute looking. Just want to pet him. Happy people happy. Baby. He is a baby. Big friend. Little baby man. I would head pat him. I would gently tap his head. Then he would fly around and I get a little bit scared, but then I'd remember he's cute and I'd be like, okay, it's fine. Can they fly? Can they fly? You, the house is designed designated cockroach slayer. Good job, Gusto. I'm proud of you. Petition to add the happy, happy, happy bouncing cat 7 TV. Oh, I think I know the one you're talking. I don't know how 7 TV works. I'm sorry. I actually don't. I've never looked into it. You pop back in. You've been doxxed on stream. I'm sorry, Dr. Archway. I'm sorry. Poodle mots are so cute, though. They're so cute. I wanna head pat them. They're so cool looking. This Pokemon exists. Dude, that thing is unreal. I'm like just clicking through different images. Oh, there's like an anthropomorphic version. That's cool. I would keep one. I feel like I'd like to own a bird at some point. I'd like to own like a parrot. Or like a... No, what's the grey one? What's the grey one again? The big grey one that's like a parrot. Cockatiel? Is that a cockatiel? Or is that grey? Is it just grey parrot? With the big thing that like stands up on their head. I think that's just the grey parrot. I think that's just their name. Macaw? Is that a macaw? Hang on, let me look it up. Macaws are pretty cool. Macaws are like really colorful. But I like the grey one with like the thing that stands up. You want to own a crow? Crows are cool. Crows are really cool. I was talking about earlier parrot that happens to be grey. Yeah. I was talking about it earlier today in the Discord, but I like sat down and I was just watching a bunch of crows. No, it was a bunch of rooks. Sorry, a bunch of rooks, and like 1 or 2 crows and a little jackdaw, fighting over a packet of cheese that someone had dropped. It looked like it was like a full thing, a block of cheese, like a full block of cheese. I think one of them may have stolen that out of someone's hand, because I don't know where they would have gotten an unopened block of cheese from, other than stealing it out of like someone's basket or someone's like shopping cart. Crows are so smart and cute. They are very smart. You don't like the idea of keeping birds in if their wings are clipped? Yeah, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. That's the one thing. That's the one thing about like keeping a bird is I'd be like, I want to get like a nice big cage for him so he can like at least do things. And then also like I'd want him to just like have the house to himself, to just kind of like fly around and just like jump from place to place and like hang out on my shoulder. They just seem really cute and really cute. I would not allow them, like I like when dogs like climb in bed with you and like cuddle up. I would not do that with a bird. That seems like a good way to end up with dead bird. You used to feed a family of magpies at your dad's house. That's cool. Magpies. You'll crush the burb. You will crush the burb. But anyway, back to the rooks. I was watching them like fight over this block of cheese. One of them had obviously opened it up and was like eating it, and he was like the biggest of them. He was like the big boy of the group, and he was like the others were like trying to get there, and he was just attacking them. He was like jumping up and like clawing at them and being like, rah, ah. They're like, rah, rah, making all bird noises. And then I saw like the little jackdaw. I saw the little jackdaw that like went up and tried to get some, and he bodied his ass. He charged him down. I was like, oh no. And after that I was like, okay. I watched for like a good like 5 minutes because it was quite funny and entertaining. And then I got up, I walked over because like the bag was like still mostly closed. I picked up the plastic wrapper of the cheese and I ripped it open. And I just kind of like opened it up and like the cheese went everywhere. And like then I walked away and all the birds like flew in and like grabbed some cheese. Hi, Ruadh. Hello, Regnum. Welcome in. Bro was watching a whole bird fight. I was watching a bird fight. It's entertaining. They're just animals, just like trying to survive, eat some cheese. Clearly that dairy, that Irish dairy is pretty goddamn good. They're willing to kill for it. But I saw like a bunch of other small, I saw like a little starling fly in and grab some cheese. I was happy then. They all got some. Bring the Colosseum, Ruadh wants it. Yeah. You just sprinkle some cheese in the Colosseum. A little bird Colosseum. Sprinkle some cheese in there, put it in like a little bag so they can't like get all of it straight away. Then they like fight to defend it. It's King of the Ring, but it's King of the Colosseum. Bird edition. Yeah. I don't know. Watching animals just kind of like live their lives in nature is interesting. Is wild. Cranes are fucked up, dude. Have you guys ever watched like crane nest videos? That's you want to see the brutality of nature? Go watch some of those videos. And then it makes you sad because their lives are so short. But Pip, I don't think you'd like those videos. I don't think you should go watch them. Yeah, let me just say this. Cranes, or sorry, not cranes. Sorry, not cranes. Storks. Storks are what I was talking about. Stork nest videos. You want to see some brutal nature play? Yeah, stork videos. The things that like deliver babies, supposedly. No, they. Let's just say that if they're young, if there is a runt of the litter, it likely won't live unless it's able to somehow get more food. And I don't mean it's going to. They will toss them out of the nest. They are fucked up birds. They are real fucked up birds. I'm sure a lot of other bird species do that. But yeah. Storks are vicious. Sounds about right. Some birds are brutal. They really are. It's a mad life. The animals like there is constant war happening all around us in the animal kingdom. Like literal fights for survival happening at all times. Like when I see foxes out on the hunt, when I see foxes just out on the place, they're just walking around, I'm like, oh, so pretty, what a cool fox. Like there's probably some animal that died to that fox tonight, and he's like coming back, or he's like, or maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't kill an animal, and he's like hungry. He's going to bed hungry. A wild world. Or maybe some human fed him, and he's like happy. You know, that's a better way to think of it. Well, maybe not. You know when foxes are getting too comfortable around humans. Or maybe you do. Maybe we should tame them. And they go, ip, 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 ip. That fox orphaned the cute rabbit? No! Don't say that, Mike. It's sad. That's really sad. You guys can't see it, but on my second monitor, my like Windows Explorer file folder is like just showing half, like slightly on the screen, and all I see is the little Mott guy. I just see like this, just like at the corner of my screen. I'm very happy. He's a cute little guy. He's keeping me company. What time is it? Okay. He's just a little guy. He's just like me. I'm just a little guy. Cuckoo birds replace eggs of other birds with their own. Dude, those make me so angry. I've watched videos of cuckoo birds as well, like cuckoo net, like a nest that has a cuckoo egg in it. Oh my god. If they hatch before the other eggs, which they often do because literally they're designed to hatch earlier, they will push the other eggs out of the nest. If the other eggs hatch, it's going to push the nestlings out of the nest anyway. It is a naturally bigger bird when it's like it grows a little bit faster, and its back is like flat shaped. It has a big wide back. It's like it's out of the nest. It's like hit the gym in its egg. The moment it's born, it's like it already has massive lats. All the better to throw your baby out of the nest with. It's in that back pose, flexing its lats while it fucking throws your nest away. Coos are mad. Comes out of the bed, out of the egg, roid raging. Literally, they and if it doesn't manage to clear the nest, like if it just happens to, it will grow faster than the other birds. Usually, if it gets fed, because they're a big bird, but they're often they will scream and scream and scream to try and get attention. They're like, obviously all birds fight for attention. They do the stand up really tall and open their mouth thing. I find birds fascinating, by the way. I need to learn more about them, but I think that they're like they're like so cool to just watch. There's some really cool videos out there. I love barn owls. Barn owls, I think, are my favorite animal. Burb tier list win. It's gonna be cuckoo and stork down at like the fucking bottom. I don't know. Maybe storks get bumped up a little bit just because they're kind of metal that way. They're kind of like Spartan agoge. I don't know. Is that even how you pronounce that word? They're kind of like Spartan, like. But cuckoos, no, I don't like that. They're kind of agoge. Do you think if the Spartans, like, they definitely made some kind of joke like that? Ugh. Okay. I would like to get at least a little bit of reading done, so I think I'm going to begin it. We have a short story, The Coming of Finn, which is part of Book 1, Finn, Son of Cool. So we're looking forward to that. Go drown before you do. I will, Haru. Thank you. I don't know why Spartans are peak masculinity, bro. They were so gay. The Thebans, the 300 Thebans, the sacred band, they really got it on, man. Supposedly. Thank you for the drown check, Haru, though. But yeah, I think we're going to get into our reading tonight, which is going to be all about the Fianna. And we're starting with Finn, son of Cool, or Fionn McCool, kind of the leader of the Spartans. What about being gay isn't masculine? Would you call someone who topped the lumberjack anything but the most manly man who ever lived? It was mainly, I think it was like position-wise, supposedly. I do think it's overblown a little bit because there's a lot of slurs. There's a lot of slurs in ancient Greek. I watched a video before that kind of like talked a little bit about it. That's a little bit more nuanced than, oh, they were just totally fine with it. But it is interesting. Anyway, I want to get into the story of the Fianna, so let's do it. It's a top and bottom. That made me laugh. Chapter 1. The Coming of Finn. At the time Finn was born, his father Cool, of the sons of Besone. No. How would I pronounce this? It's a weird name for an Irish person. Besone, head of the Fianna of Ireland, had been killed in battle by the sons of Morna that were fighting with him for the leadership, and his mother, that was beautiful long-haired Muirna, daughter of Tig, son of Nuada of the Tuatha Dé Danann, and of Etlin, mother of Lu of the Long Hand, did not dare to keep him with her, and two women, Boval, the woman druid, and Leah Lucra, came and brought him away to care for him. It was to the woods of Slieve Blava they brought him, and they nursed him secretly because of his father's enemies, the sons of Morna, and they kept him there a long time. Muirna, his mother, took another husband that was king of Caura, But at the end of 6 years she came to see Finn, going through every lonely place, till she came to the wood, and there she found the little hunting cabin, and the boy asleep in it. And she lifted him up in her arms and kissed him, and she sang a little sleepy song to him, and she said farewell to the women, and she went away again. The 2 women went on caring for him till he came to his sensible years, and one day when he went out he saw a wild duck on the lake with her clutch, and he made a cast at her that cut off the wings of her so that she could not fly, and he brought her back to the cabin, and that was his first hunt. They gave him good training in running and leaping and swimming. One of them would run around a tree, and she having a thorn switch, and Finn after her with another switch, and each one trying to hit the other. And they would leave him in a field, and hares along with him, and would bid him not to let the hares quit the field, but to keep them before them whichever way they would go, and to teach him swimming, they would throw him into the water and let him make his way out. Oh, I forgot my book. Hang on, let me pick up the book. That's a really cool image of like learning how to be fast and agile though. Keeping a bunch of hares within a field. That's a really cool image. But after a while he went away with a troop of poets to hide from the sons of Morna, and they hid him in the mountains of Crottacleoch. But there was a robber in Leinster at that time, Fiachul, son of Codna, and he came where the poets were in Fiith, Galba, and killed them all. But he spared the child, and brought him to his own house, that was in a cold marsh. But the 2 women, Bovmal and Leah, came looking for him after a while, and Fiachul gave him up to them, and they brought him back to the same place he was before. He grew up there, straight and strong and fair-haired and beautiful, and one day he was out in Slieve Lava, and the 2 women along with him, and they saw before them a herd of wild deer of the mountain. "It is a pity," the old woman said, "we not to be able to get a deer of those deer." "I will get you one," said Finn, and with that he followed after them, and caught 2 stag of them, and brought them home to the hunting cabin. And after that he used to be hunting for them every day. But at last they said to him, "It is best for you to leave us now, for the sons of Morna are watching again to kill you." So he went away then by himself, and never stopped till he came to Maglife. And there he saw young lads swimming in the lake, and they called to him to swim against them. So he went into the lake, and he beat them at swimming. "Fair he is and well shaped," they said when they saw him swimming, and it was from that time he got the name Finn, that is, fair. But they got to be jealous of his strength, and he went away and left them. He went on then till he came to Loch Lane, and he took service there with the king of Finthraig. And there was no hunter like him, and the king said, "If Cúval had left a son, you would be that son." He went from the king after that, and he went to Carrig. And there he took service with that king, that had taken his mother Myrna for his wife. And one day they were playing chess together, and he won 7 games, one after another. Me when you call your homies fair-shaped? Yeah, can my homies call me fair-shaped? "Who are you? Who are you?" said the king then. "I am a son of a countryman, of the Luna of Tara," said Finn. "That is not so," said the king, "but you are the son that Myrna, my wife, bore to Cúval. And do not stop here any longer," he said, "that you may not be killed under my protection." From that he went into Connacht, looking for his father's brother, Cremal, son of Tremor. And as he was going on his way, he heard the crying of a lone woman. He went to her then, and looked at her, and tears of blood were on her face. "Your face is red with blood, woman." "I have reason for it," said she, "for my only son is after being killed by a great fighting man that came on us." And Finn followed after the great champion, and fought with him and killed him. and the man he killed was the same man that had given Kuval his first wound in the battle, where he got his death, and had brought away his treasure bag with him. Now as to his treasure bag, it is of crane skin it was made. That was one time the skin of Aoife, the beautiful sweetheart of Eilbrick, son of Manannán, that was put into the shape of a crane through jealousy, and it was in Manannán's house it used to be, and there were treasures kept in it. Manannán's shirt and his knife, and the belt and the smith's hook of Goibnu, and the shears of the king of Alban, and the helmet of the king of Lochlan, and a belt of the skin of a great fish, and the bones of Assaul's pig that had been brought to Ireland by the sons of Tuireann. And all those treasures would be in the bag at full tide, but at the ebbing of the tide it would be empty. And it went from Manannán to Lugh, son of Ethlin, and after that to Cuval, that was the husband to Myrna, Ethlin's daughter. And Finn took the bag then, and brought it with him, till he found Crimol, that was now an old man, living in a lonely place, and some of the old men of the Fianna were with him, and used to go hunting for him. And Finn gave him the bag, and told him the whole story. Then he said farewell to Crimol, and went on to learn poetry from Finnegas, a poet that was living on the Boyne, for poets thought it was always on the brink of water poetry was revealed to him. And he did not give him his own name, but he took the name of Damna. 7 years now Finnegas had stopped at the Boyne, watching the salmon. Oh, this is that story. Watching the salmon. For it was in the prophecy that he would eat the salmon of knowledge that would come here, and that he would have all knowledge thereafter. And when at last the salmon of knowledge came, he brought it, he caught it, and brought it to... Thank you, Membowl, one, for the follow. Very kind of you. Welcome in. And when at last the salmon of knowledge came, he caught it and brought it to where Finn was, and bade him to roast it. But he bade him not to eat any of it. And when Finn brought the salmon after a while, he said, "Did you eat any of it at all, boy?" "I did not," said Finn, "but I burnt my tongue putting down a blister that rose on the skin, and after doing that I put my thumb in my mouth." "What is your name, boy?" said Finnegas. "Damna," he said. "It is not, but it is Finn your name is. It is to you and not to myself. The salmon was given in prophecy." With that he gave Finn the whole of the salmon, and from that time Finn had the knowledge that came from the nuts of the 9 hazels of wisdom that grew beside the well that is below the sea. The salmon, you know this one, yeah, the salmon of knowledge. Do you guys remember in the stories we were reading earlier, where they went down into the under the water? There was that description of a well that had nuts from a tree falling into the water below, and the salmon would eat the nuts, and then they would swim downstream. Do you remember that story? Tie in. They're tying things together. And besides the wisdom he got then, there was a second wisdom that came to him another time, and this is the way it happened. There was a well of the moon belonging to Beg, son of Buin of the Tuatha Dé, and whoever would drink out of it would get wisdom, and after a second drink he would get the gift of foretelling. And the 3 daughters of Beg, son of Buin, had charge of the well, and they would not part with a vessel of it for anything less than red gold. And one day Finn chanced to be hunting in the rushes near the well, and the 3 women ran out to hinder him from coming to it, and one of them had a vessel of the water in her hand, threw it at him to stop him, threw it at him to stop him, and a share of the water went into his mouth, and from then out, he had all the knowledge that the water of that well could give. It literally says slop. It says S-L-O-P. I assume that's a typo, but maybe they mean actually to slop him, to make him wet. He got slopped. Dude, would you press the button? You get all the knowledge of this magical well, but you get slopped. Would you press that button, Mike? I don't know if I would. I don't know if I could live after getting slopped. But of course, bro. No. I don't. I was trying to keep it say so. Shush. Slopped isn't just getting covered with water. Shut up. You lost your say-so badge years ago. No, not years ago. I haven't lost it. I still have it. It's down there somewhere, covered in a bunch of dirt and grime. Someday I'll drag it out of there, clean it off, and banish all of you. I'm sorry. I meant to be doing ASMR, and I'm like shouting into the microphone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I like scared you. Like a man's wallet in central London. It was stolen away. No. If you take a wallet to central London, it was never yours to begin with. It was the roadman who steals it from you. For you, it depends on what the knowledge the well has to offer. But being slopped, you take the gamble in the age of central heating. It ends up in the British Museum. He learned the 3 ways of poetry. This is the poem he made to show he got his learning well. It does sad me that I can't read these poems in Irish because I don't speak it that well. But we'll have a listen. It is the month of May is the pleasant time. Remember, this is like old Irish being translated to English, so the poetry will be interesting. It is the month of May is the pleasant time. Its face is beautiful. The blackbird sings his full song. The living wood is his holding. The cuckoos are singing and ever singing. There is a welcome before the brightness of the summer. Summer is lessening the rivers. The swift horses are looking for the pool. The heath spreads out its long hair. The weak white bog down grows. A wildness comes out of the heart of the deer. The sad, restless sea is asleep. Bees with their little strength carry a load reaped from the flowers. The cattle go up muddy to the mountains. The ant has a good full feast. The harp of the woods is playing music. There is colour on the hills and a haze on the full lakes. An entire peace upon every sail. The corncrake is speaking, a loud-voiced poet. The high, lonely waterfall is singing a welcome to the warm pool. The talking of the rushes has begun. The light swallows are darting. The loudness of music is around the hill. The far, soft mast is budding. There is grass on the trembling bogs. The bog is as dark as the feathers of the raven. The cuckoo makes a loud welcome. The speckled salmon is leaping, as strong as the leaping of the swift fighting man. The man is gaining. The girl is in her comely growing power. Every wood is without fault from the top to the ground, and every wide, good plain. It is pleasant as the colour of time. Rough winter is gone. Every plentiful wood is white. Summer is a joyful peace. A flock of bird pitches in the meadow. There are sounds in the green fields, and there is in them a clear rushing stream. There is a hot desire on you for the racing of horses. Twisted holly makes a leash for the hound. A bright spear has been shot into the earth, and the flag flower is golden under it. A weak lasting little bird is singing at the top of his voice. The lark is singing clear tidings, May without fault, of beautiful colours. I have another story for you. The ox is lowing, the winter is creeping in, the summer is gone. High and cold the wind, low the sun, cries are about us. The sea is quarrelling, the ferns are reddened and their shape is hidden. The cry of the wild goose is heard. The cold has caught the winds of the birds. It is the time of ice, frost, hard unhappy. And after that, Finn, being but a young lad yet, made himself ready and went at Samhain time to the gathering of the High King of Tara, and it was the law at that gathering, no one to raise a quarrel or bring out any grudge against another through the whole of the time it lasted. And the king and his chief men, and Goel, son of Morna, remember Morna, the sons of Morna, that was now the head of the Fianna, and Cuilta, son of Ronan, and Conan, son of Morna of the sharp words, were sitting at the feast in the great house of the middle court, and the young lad came in and took his place among them, and none of them knew who he was. The High King looked at them then, and the horn of meetings was brought to him, and he put it into the boy's hand, and asked who he was. "I am Finn, son of Coolval, son of the man that used to be head over the Fianna, and king of Ireland, and I am come now to get your friendship, and to give you my service." "You are son of a friend, boy," said the king, "and son of a man I trusted." Then Finn rose up and made his agreement of service and of faithfulness to the king, and the king took him by the hand and put him sitting beside his own son, and they gave themselves to drinking and to pleasure for a while. Every year, now at Samhain time, for 9 years, there had come a man of the Tuatha Dé out of Sheed Fianna Crea in the north, and had burned up Tara. Aelin, son of Meatha, was his name, and it was the way he used to come, playing music of the Sheed, and all the people that heard it would fall asleep, and when they were all in their sleep, he would let a flame of fire out of his mouth, and would blow the flame till all of Tara was burned. The king rose up at the feast after a while, his smooth horn in his hand, and it is what he said: "If I could find among you men of Ireland, any man that would keep Tara till the break of day tomorrow without being burned by Aelin, son of Meathna, I would give him whatever inheritance is right to him to have, whether it be much or little." But the men of Ireland made no answer, for they all knew that at the sound of that sweet pitiful music made by that comely man of the Sheath, even women in their pains and men that were wounded would fall asleep. It is then Finn rose up and spoke to the King of Ireland. "Who will be your sureties that you will fulfill this?" he said. "The kings of the provinces of Ireland," said the king, "and Kith Ruadh with his druids." So they gave their pledges, and Finn took in his hand to keep Tara safe till the breaking of the day on the morrow. Now there was a fighting man among the followers of the King of Ireland, Fiacha, son of Conga, that Cual, Finn's father, used to have a great liking for, and he said to Finn, "Well, boy." Why am I making this guy, like, Kratos? "Well, boy," he said, "what reward will you give me if I bring you a deadly spear, that no false cast can ever be made with?" "What reward are you asking of me?" said Finn. "Whatever your right hand wins at any time, the third of it is to be mine," said Fiacha, "and a third of your trust and your friendship to be mine." "I will give you that," said Finn. "Boy." "Yeah, Mike. Boy." At least I'm not like Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption, like talking to his horse, a little bit too sensually. "Easy, girl. Easy. That's a good girl." like Morgan. Morgan, relax. Stop talking to your horse like this. Post or pre-TB? No, he just always talks like that to his horse. Where was I? Oh, here I was. Then Fiacha brought him the spear, unknown to the sons of Morna or to any other person, and said, "When you will hear the music of the Sheed, let you rip the covering off the head of the..." Oh, sorry, wait, hang on. I gave him the Kratos voice. When you will hear the music of the Sheath, let you rip the covering off the head of the spear, and put it to your forehead, and the power of the spear will not let sleep come upon you." Then Finn rose up before all the men of Ireland, and he made round of the whole of Tara, and it was not long till he heard the sorrowful music, and he stripped the covering from the head of the spear, and held held the power of it to his forehead, and Aelin went on playing his little harp till he had put everyone in their sleep, as he was used to, and then he let a flame of fire out of his mouth to burn Tara. But Finn held up his fringed crimson cloak against the flame, and it fell down through the air and went into the ground, bringing the four-folded cloak with it deep into the earth. And when Aelin saw his spells were destroyed, he went back to Sheed Fianna Ciach, on the top of Slieve Fua, and Finn followed after him there, and Aelin was going in at the door, when Finn made a cast of the spear that went through his heart, and he struck his head off then, and brought it back to Tara, and fixed it on a crooked pole, and left it there till the rising of the sun over the heights and invers of the country. And Aelin's mother came to where his body was laying, and there was great grief on her, and she made this cry. Och, Aelin is fallen, chief of the Sheed of Banbria, Bercha. The slow clouds of death are come to him. Och, he was pleasant. Oh, he was kind. Aelin, son of Mida of Slieve Fua. 9 times he burned Tara. It is a great name he was always looking for. And at the breaking of the day, the king and all the men of Ireland came out upon the lawn of Tara where Finn was sitting. King, said Finn, there is the head of the man that burned Tara, and the pipe and the harp that made his music. And it is what I think, that Tara and all that is in it was saved. Then they all came into the place of council, and it is what they agreed, the headship of the Fianna of Ireland to be given to Finn. And the king said to Goel, son of Morna, Well, Goel, it is your choice to quit Ireland, or to put your hand in Finn's hand. By my word, I will give Finn my hand, said Goel. When the charms that used to bring good luck had done their work, the chief men of Fianna rose up and struck their hand in Finn's hand, and Goel, son of Morna, was the first to give him his hand, the way there would be less shame on the rest for doing it. And Finn kept the friendship of the Fianna until the end, and the place he lived in was Alvuan of Leinster, where the white dune was made by Nuada of the Tuatha, and there was as white as if all the lime in Ireland was put on it, and that got its name from the great herd of cattle that died fighting one time around the well, and that left their horns there, speckled horns all white. And as to Finn himself, he was a king and a seer and a poet, a druid and a knowledgeable man, and everything he said was sweet-sounding to his people, and a better fighting man than Finn never struck his hand into a king's hand. Whatever anyone had ever said of him, he was 3 times better, and of his justice it used to be said, that if his enemy and his son had come before him to be judge, it is a fair judgment he would have given between them. And as to his generosity, it used to be said, he never denied any man as long as he had a mouth to eat with, and legs to bring away whatever he gave him. And he left no woman without her bride price, and no man without his pay, and he never promised a night what he would not fulfill on the morrow. Or he never promised at night what he would not fulfill on the morrow. And he never promised in the day that he would not fulfill at night. And he never forsook his right-hand friend. And if he was quiet in peace, he was angry in battle. And Oisin his son, and Oscar his son's son, followed him in that. And there was a young man of Ulster came and claimed kinship with them one time, saying they were of one blood. If that is so, said Oisin, it is from the men of Ulster we took the madness and the angry heart we have in battle. That is so indeed, said Finn. That's the end of sort of the I suppose the rise of Finn, the birth of Finn, and the rise of his place to the head of the Fianna. I thought that was really cool. We got probably one of the more famous stories of Irish mythology, the mythology. We all know this is real historical fact, by the way. We know this. I'm proof of that, by the way. We finally got the Finny boy. Let's go! We got to the Fianna. There's gonna be some fun stories, I can tell. I think the next story is actually quite short. Yeah, it's like 3 pages. I might read that just to get us there. Yeah, it's really short. It's Finn's household. So we'll finish this off, and then I might just like chill for another while. I think that would be good. Wait, just checking something. Finn's household. The number of the Fianna of Ireland at that time was 70 chief men, and every one of them having 3 times 9 fighting men under him. And every man of them was bound to 3 things: to take no cattle by oppression, not to refuse any man, as to cattle or riches. No one of them was to fall back before 9 fighting men. So that little thing there. No one of them was to fall back before 9 fighting men. What does it say on my neck tattoo? 9-1 is what that neck tattoo is. That was a little idea by my mama. I thought it was really cool, because I was like, I probably should have some kind of tattoo, shouldn't I? And that's kind of what that's in reference to. 9-1. And the way I always see it is, you know, they shall not fall back before 9-1, because that would be dishonorable. Once it gets to like 10-1 or like 20-1, it's like, okay, yeah, you know what? You can disengage, you can tactically retreat without it being a besmirch to your honor. But 9-1, you stand and fight. There was no man taken into the Fianna until his tribe and his kindred would give securities for him, that even if they themselves were all killed, he would not look for satisfaction for their death. But if he himself would harm others, that harm would not be avenged on his people. And there was no man taken into the Fianna till he knew the 12 books of poetry. I may have forgotten them. Before any man was taken, he would be put into a deep hole in the ground up to his middle, and he having a shield and a hazel rod in his hand, and 9 men would go for the length of 10 furrows from him, and would cast their spears at him one at a time, and if he got a wound from one of them, he was not thought fit to join the Fianna. And after that again, his hair would be fastened up, and he put to run through the woods of Ireland, and the Fianna following after him, that they would try to wound him, and only the length of a branch between themselves and himself when they started. And if they came up to him and wounded him, he was not let join them. Or if his spears had trembled in his hands, or if a branch of a tree had undone his plaiting in his hair, or he had cracked a dry stick under his foot, and he running, and they would not take him among them, till he had made a leap over a stick the height of himself, until he had stooped under one the height of his knee, until he had taken a thorn out from his foot with his nail, and he running his fastest. And had he had done all of these things, he was of Finn's people. That's a fucked up one. That one hurt. That one hurt a lot. The taking the you had to be running full pelt, like sprinting as fast as you can. You had to pull a thorn, out of your foot with your nails as you ran. Shit sucked. Dude, that actually, like, unironically, that sounds horrible. Oh my god, that sounds so sore. Imagine, like, they push it into your foot, and then you're sprinting as fast as you can, driving it deeper and deeper, and you're trying to get it out with your nail as you run. You have to, like, run, lift your foot up, grab it, and get it out before you land again, or it's going right back in. Oh my god. That's pretty hardcore, I have to say. I have to remember, I'm doing ASMR reading, and I keep getting really loud. I'm sorry. It was good wages Finn and the Fianna got at a time. In every district a townland, in every house the fostering of a pup or a whelp, from Samhain to Beltna, and a many great things along with that. But good as the pay was, the hardship and the dangers they went through for it were greater. For they had to hinder the strangers and robbers from beyond the seas, and every bad thing from coming into Ireland, and they had hard work enough in doing that. And besides the fighting men, Finn had with him his 5 druids, the best that ever came into the west. Cain's Scaith, of the shining shield one of them was, that used to bring down knowledge from the clouds in the sky before Finn, and it could foretell battles. And he had his 5 wonderful physicians, 4 of them belonging to Ireland, and one of them came over the sea from the east. And he had his 5 high poets and his 12 musicians, and had among them Daura, son of Morna, and Suanach, son of Session. That was Finn's teller of old stories, the sweetest that ever took a harp in his hands in Ireland or in Alban. And he had his 3 cupbearers and his 6 doorkeepers, and his horn players and stewards of his house, and his huntsmen, Curog of the 500 hounds, and his serving men that were under Garv Cronon of the rough buzzing, and a great troop of others along with them. Don't worry, everyone does it. You appreciate me realizing that and correcting. I'm sorry. And there were 50 of the best sewing women in Ireland brought together in a rath on Meg Famon, under the charge of the daughter of the King of Britain. And they used to be making clothing for the Fianna throughout the whole of the year, and 3 of them, that were a king's daughter, used to be making music for the rest on a little silver harp, and there was a great candlestick of stone in the middle of the rath, for they were not willing to kindle a fire more than 3 times in the year for fear the smoke and ashes might harm the needlework. And of all the musicians, the one Finn thought most of was Cru Deroil, the little nut, that came to him from the sheath. It was at Slieve Namon for hunting. Finn was the time that he came to him. Sitting down he was in the turf-built grave that is there, and when he looked around him, he saw a little man about 4 feet in height standing on the grass. Light yellow hair he had, hanging down to his waist, and he playing music on his harp. And the music he was making had no fault in it at all, and it is as much as the whole of the Fianna did not fall asleep with the sweetness of its sound. He came up to them then, and put his hand in Finn's hand. "Where do you come from, little one? Yourself and your sweet music," said Fionn. "I am come," he said, "out of the place of the sheath in Slieve Namon, where ale is drunk and made, and it is to be in your company. For a while I am come here." "You will get good rewards from me, and riches and red gold," said Finn. They call him Finn, like Finn. I'm more used to Fionn, but, different traditions. "And my full friendship, for I like you well. That is the best luck ever came to you, Fionn," said all of the rest of the Fianna, for they were well pleased to have him in their company, and they gave him the good name of Little Nut. And he was good in speaking, and he had so good a memory he never forgot anything he heard, east or west. East or west? That's a fun way to say in either ear, I guess. And there was no one but must listen to his music, and all the Fianna liked him well, and there was some said he was a son of Law Fada, of the Long Hand. And the 5 musicians of the Fianna were brought to him, to learn the music of the sheed he had brought from that other place, for there was never any music heard on earth, but he was better. And there were 3, and these were the 3 best things Fionn never got: Bran, Scolin, that were without fault, and his little nut from the house of the sheed in Slieve Namon. Chapter 3 deals with the birth of Bran, but I think about 10 pages, 11 pages, I think is a good reading amount for what we for how long we spent talking earlier today. Suppose Finn is the English translation as well. Yeah, it would be, I suppose. It would be. Oh, hang on, what's going on? I don't think it's frozen for you guys, but It's just frozen on my end. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so I'm going to put the book away. There we go. But I hope you guys liked that little kind of introduction to Fionn and the Fianna. That was really cool, I thought. It was really cool reading the stories of the tests of the Fianna and the story of Aelin and his fire. Very scary indeed. I'm taking a drown check. I needed it. I needed a drown check. But yeah, I do sometimes forget that I'm like, oh, I should be being quiet. I should be being quiet. I shouldn't be too loud to you guys. Scaring you. That's not very good of me. I'm sorry. Because, you know, I can like blow out people's eardrums. Especially if they're like falling asleep, you know. I would feel bad. I wouldn't mind to get an ASMR stream. Maybe I might do an ASMR stream tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow night I'll do like a proper 3DO talking side to side. Rubbing you guys' ears, tapping your heads, cleaning out your ears, looking inside your brains, and being like, wow, that's a really small brain. Yeah, that I think would be good. Good morning, Dee. Welcome in. How are you? You kind of just missed the reading. We just finished up. But I'm good, Dee. I'm good. I had a nice day today. I was talking about how I had to like roll out my abductors because they were really tight in the gym today, and they all really enjoyed that conversation because of the way I described it. You missed a reading? I'm sorry. But I did get to talk about Genzuki for a while. Because Shroomy didn't know who Genzuki was, so I got to tell her about him. ASMR over. You put on Britney Spears with the Ruadh stream on. Cute Gen. Gen love. Genzuki love. Genzuki hearted my comment on one of his shorts. What's an ab roller? Sorry, not abs. So your abductors are the muscles on like the inside of your thighs. That basically they bring your legs together. If you bring your legs together into your midline, that's your abductors, and then your adductors. No wait, hang on. Sorry, is it the other way around? Let me check real quick, because it might be the other way around. Adductor. Sorry, it's your adductor. Sorry. Adductor is the muscles on the inside of your thighs that bring your legs inward. And then your abductors do the opposite. They bring your legs outwards. But my adductors were quite tight. So I had to like do foam rolling for them. Muscle. Big, strong rule. But I had like an image. Is it gone now? No, that's it. We were looking at a moth too. We were looking at moths. They were cool. I may have read out that thing I sent to you around Valentine's about confessing to Genzuki. But yeah, the way you have to like roll them out is you kind of have to like lie down on your stomach, and then like you put the roller under your thigh, and you kind of like move your hips back and forth in a slightly lewd way, I guess. Kind of, not really, but it was the only way I could describe it. But yeah, we had a nice stream. I think I'm actually probably going to be ending soon. I'm not too sure. You know, chat might get like really active again, and then I'm chatting for like another hour or something. But we've been going for about 2.5 hours, so that's pretty good going, I think. How has your weekend been, Dee? How have you been getting on? Have you been good? But yeah, sorry, I commented on one of Genzuki's shorts, and he gave it a heart. He gave it a heart. I was so happy. Now, I know he may have been hearting most of the comments there, but he still saw my comment. And you know what? I think I was the only English comment there. So mine definitely stood out. That's the only thing I can say. It stood out. He saw me. I know he did. He liked it. Watch it be his manager liked it. It's like, okay, I gotta like all of Genzuki's comments. And then he saw my name. He was like, who the hell is this guy? I'm gonna ban him. I'm gonna like his comment and ban him, and he can't watch. Ah, heart. Ooh, ooh. Wait, hang on. I'll prove it. Because I'm making this claim, but maybe there's people who don't believe me. Let me go on to my. Wait, I should close this out. Where is it? You gotta. Oh, that's even cute. That's even cuter. It's a cute way they're saying it. Hang on, I gotta save, download. Look. 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 Do you see? Do you see? Look. Are you guys looking? You're looking, right? You're looking at this? This is very important. You have to look at this. Look at that. You got a heart from Genzuki Tojiro. I gotta get that fully in the screen so you guys can see. Your comment got a heart from Genzuki Tojiro. Yay. Happy. No, don't make... Just because you're jealous, D, you're jealous that I got a heart from Genzuki and you didn't. You're making me do push-ups? That's so mean. I can't believe you do this to me, D. Don't give me that face. No, don't stare at me like that. Okay. Oh, I'm like warm already. No, stop. Hang on. Ow. Ow, my legs. Oh, my legs are stiff. That's what I get for training legs today. Face poke. Huh? Wait, were you poking my face while I was looking away? Did the face poke work? I don't see it. I didn't see it work. How dare you? Poking my face while I can't defend myself. You're so mean. Okay, hang on. I have to like limber up a little bit because I'm kind of stiff. Oh, oh. Okay. Just doing some light stretches. You're trying, but it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Oh wait. Oh, oops. Hang on. Somehow I closed StreamerBot. I don't know how, but I did. There we go. It's back on, and now I go actions, and I can just toggle. Test that. There you go. There you go. I'll give you some nose pokes because you didn't get the redeem. There you go. Okay. Okay. How many push-ups? I was already in the gym today, and now I'm all like stiff. Okay. Oh God. You know what it is? It's my legs. It's my like just moving my legs right now is tough going. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. You got your push-ups from my poor sore body. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Isn't it winter time for UD down in Aussie land right now? You guys get like the opposite of what we get here. But is winter even that cold in Aussie land? Hang on, I'm gonna be a little bit tired for a sec. Yay, nose. We both know the pleasure of having noses. We're one of the few VTubers with them. It's so cold. Oh no, head pat. Sending a virtual hug your way, D, so you warm up a little. Hang on. Let me get my breath back. You got an extra blanket and got a water bottle. Ooh, hello, Ite Beans. Thank you, Ite Beans, for the hydrate. Goodbye, Ite Beans. My savior. Hang on, I think let me plug this in real quick. Hold on. I went to stand up, and one of my legs was like, no, I don't feel like it. Because it was just like, I guess it's just tired. So I drove up I pushed myself up, but only with one leg. And I just went sideways into the wall. Ow. I stopped myself, but if you guys heard like a bang there, that was me. I cushioned my fall. It was okay. I used my hands, but like my leg was just no. It didn't want to cooperate there. Unbends knee. You know, sometimes I get like cramps. We heard a distant laugh. Yeah, I was just laughing at it. Sometimes, like, every now and again, I'll get, like, a cramp as I'm sitting during a stream. Oh, it's rough. Because I'm like, you know, sometimes I will say it. I'm pretty sure I've been like, oh, no, I'm getting a cramp. But, like, sometimes I'll get it, like, very slight ones. And I'll just have to, like, tough it out. I hate, like, feet cramps. Or, oh, dude. like pinky toe cramps, I think. The only way I can call them. When your toes like start to cramp up and you're like trying to, you know what I think the worst thing about cramps are, is you can feel them coming on, and sometimes you can like, if you can push past the cramp and like hold your muscle and where it doesn't want to go, you can like prevent it. But like you can just feel your leg being like, I want to cramp up. And you're praying, you're like pleading with your body, no, not this time. Just leave my foot. I remember one time I got the worst calf cramp I've ever gotten. I was lying in bed and I don't know what happened. I think I did like a stretch. I like stretched my body. And my foot just locked forward. It just completely locked forward, and I was like, oh. Hang on, I'm gonna actually change this because I feel kind of bad. I'm gonna change it to just chatting so I don't feel bad. Just changing the category makes me feel better. You usually only get cramps when moving. I think I don't know what it was. It was just when I stretched my foot some weird way. And it was like, usually cramps will go away after like, 20 seconds. This one prolonged for a while. And I actually had to, what I ended up doing, because I was like, okay, I have to figure out some way to push my foot back and like, unlengthen, I guess, or, no, because that muscle, yeah, your calf muscles like lift your foot. It drives your foot. So it was locked in the tensed position. So I had to figure out a way to lengthen the muscle, to relax it. And I had to I had to get up and swing my leg. Like I had to like almost kind of like pick it up and kind of like move it. Because it was like, oh. And then I very slowly put weight onto my foot Like I like put my body weight onto it as I like went to stand up, and like I could feel my calf like just slowly unlock. Like I was pushing for a good like 30 seconds, just being like, okay, we're gonna be able to walk again. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Come on, come on. Like, oh, it was so sore. Often it is drinking. You gotta drink more water. I'm like really warm right now. After those push-ups. Who's around right now that I could raid into? She was still doing a 3D. Oh god, I guess that Donathon must be going for ages. I thought he was on like his last day or like last hour a while ago, but I'm guessing someone dropped some money and kept it going. Do you guys think people ever like donate to themselves during Donathons to keep it going? They definitely have, right? Like that's not just me like thinking how could you game the system? I'm not just like a bad person for thinking that, right? Me sneaky anonymous dono, yeah. Okay, I saw like a cool model, but I was like entirely irredeemable. It was me, Mike, not Dio. You were expecting Dio, but it was me, Mike. I don't know. I saw like a cool model, but then like I opened it up and it was like metal music really loud in my ears, and I was like, okay, listen, I may have gone to just chatting, but that doesn't mean I can just like send you guys into a rock concert. Dono diada. Who is around? Who is the streamer right now? Is anyone doing something cozy and comfy? I can't see anyone doing anything like ASMR kind of vibe. So who I might raid into is Is there anyone in the just like normal that's just like come up? No, I won't do that. Live ASMR. What was it? Demon Mama Kisses. Praises you, good boy, comfort. It's quite the thing. Who? Oh no, wait. No, they disappeared. I closed the raid thing and now I opened it up again. Where'd they go? Why would you do that for us, Ruadh? Why won't you do that for us, Ruadh? I don't know. It feels a little, I don't know, a little bit outside my style. Method Switch. That's her name. Mama Ruadh. No, I don't want you guys calling me Mama. You want your parasocial. Oh, wait. You mean why won't I do that for you guys? Oh. Can I plead the fifth? Can I claim American rights and plead the fifth? You want your parasocial relationship with Ruadh? No, leave me alone. A little bit of parasocialism is fine. Mama Ruadh. Yeah, you know what, D? Sure. I'll be Mama Ruadh. But the thing is I'm gonna be Mama Ruadh, I'm gonna be holding a slipper I'm gonna get my slipper, and that's how I'm gonna treat you guys. Look at this person. This person looks nice. I like this person's model. It has like a nice look to it. Evanti Zero. Oh no, oh wait, is it Evan It Zero? Come here and watch we hang out today. How long has he been live? For about 6 hours? You've been doing for a while. You know what? Sure, let's raid this person. Let's raid someone new. Let's raid someone new. Yours used Bambo. You used Bambo? What's Bambo? No, he's not doing ASMR stuff. He's just doing chatting. So we'll raid into this person and just kind of like be nice, I guess. I'm gonna try and raid into like maybe people. Wait, hold up. Wait, cancel. I can't just leave someone who just joined. That would be mean of me. Hello, Shiwoi. Wait, hang on. Let me highlight it. Hello, Shiwul. Welcome in, welcome in. You have a Japanese... Wait, is that Japanese? I don't know. That could be Chinese for all I know. I don't know the... Let me just look it up real quick. Korean? Is that... Wait, is that... That's Korean? Is it? Oh, yeah. Wait, no. Why am I saying oh, yeah, like I know? It doesn't have any of the, like, the O's, though. D, it doesn't have any of the O's. How am I meant to know if it's Korean? But welcome in, welcome in. It's nice to meet you, Shiwol. Thank you, D, for being my Korea translator. Oh! Yours used bamboo. The plant pandas eat. Oh, D, I'm sorry. D, oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Yours used bamboo? I guess doesn't know bamboo. No, I didn't realize what you were saying for a sec. I was like I was very confused. Can you use a clothes hanger like your mom? No, Mike. Okay, I'll be a good mama and I'll like treat you guys better. I won't use any bamboo. I won't use a clothes hanger. Okay. Hi Pip. Welcome back. We were just about to raid. I like head pat you guys and I'll tuck you into bed and I'll give you a little kiss on the forehead until you go to sleep. You gotta ship him some bamboo then. Oh no. Oh no, D, look out. D, look out. Sleep is for the weak. Yeah, I should be able to go to sleep for a week. It's W-E-A-K, Pip. Okay. What? Thank you, Shewall, for the follow. Very kind of you. Unfortunately, Shewall, you've actually caught me. Don't bully you for your spelling. I'll tease you a little bit. Unfortunately, Shewall, you've actually caught me just at the end of stream. It's just unfortunate timing. But I would love to see you again sometime in another stream. That would be very cool. Just I always feel bad when things like when I get like a raid or something. Hi, Nora. Thank you for the head pats. Thank you. No, Nora, no. You were lurking. I was hoping maybe you had been lurking. But welcome in, and we're gonna be raiding soon. I might, you know what? I'll stick around. I'll stick around for like a few minutes. Okay, we'll stick around for like a minute or two just to say hi to Nora. And Shewol, Nora, how are you guys been? How's your weekend been? Are you guys enjoying the week? Isn't it? No, that's in Japan. It's like Golden Week, isn't it? What is Golden? Isn't it just like a week off? Does okay, listen. I don't know about the cultural intricacies of like Korea, Japan, and China. Let's be honest here. I don't. So don't get at me with this. Do you guys have something similar? Does Korea have like an equivalent to Golden Week? I'm like just trying to learn. Don't give me that face, Mike. D, I require your help. I need expertise. No. Oh. I think you guys work pretty hard over there as well. Like it's a pretty tough working environment. It's unfortunate. We have a Monday off today. Well, not today, obviously. Monday. You have Monday off today only on a Saturday. Good luck, buddy. No. We have this Monday off coming. So it'll be a nice long weekend and then a short week until the next weekend. So that's going to be quite nice. You've been doing university work and you haven't been watching streams. You've been locked in. That's more important, Nora. That's more important. Good job. You're doing an amazing job. You're gonna pass your exams easily. You're gonna fly through your exams. I believe in you. Or your projects or whatever you have to do. You're gonna smash it. You're gonna get like the highest in the class, and you're gonna be coming in here telling me you got like an award for like best in the world. And if you don't, I'm gonna be really disappointed in you. Okay, you know what? Now I'm becoming the Asian mother. I'm putting a lot of pressure on my fan base. I expect the highest of you guys. I don't. Don't worry. If you guys just do decent, it's good enough. Just do your best. Do your best. Your best better be straight A's. Your best better be a scholarship to an Ivy League college. Full tuition. Mother Ruadh. I'll be a good mama. By the way, I don't know if you guys know, but one of my VTuber friends, all I can think of Bonnie Paws. I could only think of her prior life name, but Bonnie Paws. She had her first stream today, back from having a child, having a baby, and it was really cute listening to her. It was really cute listening to her today, just talk about like the whole process and stuff. It was really sweet. I remember when she told us in like a private chat, like a couple of VTuber friends. It was really fun. It was really sweet. Happy baby, yeah, happy baby. But Bonnie Paws is really cool. You guys should go check it out. Hang on, I'll do a really quick shout out for her. At Bonnie Paws. No, Paws. She's a very pretty model. She is a hag who plays hag endearing. I mean that endearingly. Do you know the baby's name? No, I don't think she's gonna reveal that. We'll just call them Baby Paws. You finally got your midterm results? Hell yeah. You lived in Japan when you were in high school. You're almost Japanese. Very cool. Really cool. I hope it was as good as like all the school animes say. Supposedly you finished on the 24th. It's been hard. You gotta make YouTube videos about doing software stuff on biomedical stuff. That sounds needlessly complicated. I'm sorry, Nori. You're gonna do great though. Don't worry. But yeah, if you guys like watching people playing like retro games, then you guys will enjoy Bonnie. She's really cool girl. She's a really nice voice as well. Hello. Oh no. Well, you know what? I guess we're sticking around for a little bit more. Hi, Alea. Thank you for the head pats. Thank you. Very kind of you. I like head pats, you know. I like head pats. They're very nice. They make me happy. Came by to say hi. You don't have to stick around. You're so shy you don't want to record your stuff, but you need the points. 2 A's and a B? Hell yeah. Good job, Nora. Smashed that. Smashed it. Cute dog. But I remember having to do something like that before, having to do a video. It was so funny because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm pretty decent at being able to talk. And like not even just like streaming, but like, if I have a project or something, or I have a presentation to do, I have I'm pretty decent at like just having the presentation. As long as I know my stuff, I can talk through it. Is that a bread loaf you? Is this the first time you've seen Brua, Alea? Yeah, that's Brua. It's Brua. Your streamer can talk. I'm gonna be honest. That's a that's not necessarily a prerequisite for being a streamer. Sometimes I join into streams and it's just a guy in a hoodie playing, like just not talking. It's like, dude, you can at least like pretty bread. It is very pretty bread. He stares into your soul, though. That's the only thing. You have to be a little bit careful about it. He has that blue-eyed stare. It's pretty dangerous. The good thing is it doesn't say you have to show your face just to explain how you got the results in the software. Good job. What that she-wall is. A friend of mine decided to draw me as a piece of bread. So that is Brua. So my name, she-wall, is Rua. I am, English spelling can be tough enough, and pronunciation. There, and then trow, tough, rough, through, all those weird spellings and pronunciations. But I am from Ireland, so that's where my spelling comes from. So my name is Rua, and this is bread Rua, also known as Brua. Actually, it's trough. I'm like really debating banning you. No. Why is there a Parmesan cheese wheel in the middle of your screen? That's not a cheese wheel. That's like a loaf. That's not a wheel, Sir Mr. Kickpack. I think you need to go back to second kindergarten. Second kindergarten, what? Cheese wheel, Rua? Cheese wheel. You can roll on it. You could do like sick flips off of Rua. He's very spongy. He like bounces you. You had 2 kindergartens. I don't know what happened there. I think I was thinking of 2nd grade or something. A Rua of bread. 2 Ruas of bread. 3 Ruas of bread. Why am I a measurement system? How much is a Rua? What's a Rua? Is that like my weight in bread? What if a Rua is like this is a weight in bread? That's a lot of bread. That's a lot of calories. A second chance at toddler life. There are people who do that type of stuff. But welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. But yeah, this was done by Sun Albionis. We do have it as a... I will like to say we do have it as an animated emote too. So you guys can, if you're subscribed, you can blue-eyed stare at other people as a piece of bread. I don't know why you would do that, but you can. Now, Brua needs to be smaller. He can't be too large. He's right by the fire, nice and toasty. There's definitely a fantasy series out there with Ruas as currency. I don't want to be currency, please. I don't want to be being bought and sold. Because either A, that suggests that this is a universe with multitudes of me that people can trade and barter just at will. There is a ridiculous amount of me. Or there's still only one of me, but they, thank you, Kickback, for the follow. An important part of currency is the ability to divide it into smaller amounts, which means that I have possibly, if I am the piece of currency of this world, I have been quartered and sectioned and divided into who knows how many number of units. I don't want that to be the case. Thank you for the head pats. If it was me, you drew and quartered me. No, don't quarter me. I don't. I don't want to be a quarter. Then a snap cuts to me as a quarter. Actually, being a quarter is fine. Multiple ruas of bread. They're gonna start the brewers are gonna start expanding. They're gonna start like multiplying, and then we're all gonna be a new meaning to got your nose. No, is each quarter worth the same? Hmm. What way would we do this? The multiverse of Rua is expanding. Yeah. What way would I be quartered? Would it just be like one down the middle, one along the midsection? Then you just take those. I feel like the headpieces would be worth more. The like upper body portions. Maybe you would quarter the quarters down and you keep going until you get to like 128ths. And it's like, okay, that's small enough to do something. If you get like a nose, you got like a piece of the nose. This is a really weird conversation piece. You know what? I don't want to go into that universe. If there has to be a universe of me, if there has to be like a universe of where there's like millions of me and I'm just being traded and sold, that's fine. That's fine. That's better than being dead and cut up. I don't know, feet would be valuable in certain circles. Yeah. Yeah, they would be. They'd be valuable in circles in this universe. Mm-hmm. The world line where Rua is bred. Bread lines become Rua lines. The who is that artist again, or not artist, the author who did I think it was a communist writer, Peter Kropotkin. So, it's some Russian name like that. Anyway, he has a book called, I think it's like The Conquest of Bread, or like The Bread of Conquest. I think it's The Conquest of Breads. That becomes The Conquest of Rua. Actually, you know what? That sounds pretty good. I want the Conquest of Rua. I want to conquest stuff. I will say that is slightly worrying that like in this weird universe that everyone would own one of me. Like, I'm so ubiquitous. I don't know what that would mean. Am I like tiny? Am I like, because another important part of a currency is that it's portable. It's easily carryable and tradable. What is that? What could that possibly mean for me? Anyway, I want to get away from this silly world of Rua as currency. So I think I'm going to check for someone to raid, and we're going to see if we can find anyone. Real quick, I apologize for the sniffles. You like mocha buns? You want me to be the bread? I will be the bread of your mocha buns. I accept this. That's fine. I accept such an offer. Or such a request. Hang on, I'm just trying to look for someone. Oh, this person has a very nice model. That's quite pretty. Soarer V1. Actually, wait, no. Who is that person? You found out there's a fast food restaurant, gives you too much food based on your gender. The guys get more portions than the girl. You know what? I benefit from that, and I'm a hungry boy. I'm a hungry, hungry boy. Listen, all I can say is that usually when I've been at dinners with where it's like me sitting across from a lady, it's not uncommon that they will pick at my food, even though they had a whole meal for themselves. So maybe that is a bad thing, because then that means they take my food. They take my chips. I want that food. How dare they? Calories apartheid. You take the food. I'm not surprised, D. They all take the food. They all take my chips. They all take a bite of my burger. They all take some of my breast in a bun. Take your breasts in a bun. I got there first, Mike. I made it first. I just don't think there's any... Oh, no, it's because I'm no longer in the ASMR. Ah, okay. I'm going to change. I'm going to very quickly change my my stuff to ASMR. And that way then, all the raid targets should be ASMR people. That should be better. Same category. That's a lot of ladies with their cameras focused on their badonkadonk or their gubgumbas. Those are just replays. Oh, that's someone's doing a partner push. Oh, they're away right now. Oh, she's back. She had BRB, but she's back. Bazongas. Yeah, bazongas. The badunkadunk and the bazongas. There are many streams where the camera is very much focused on those. And sometimes they even have a separate camera for those. Twitch is an interesting place. But I think... Oh, this person has a very nice vibe. I think, considering some of you guys might want to be going to sleep, I'm going to send you guys over to Ripney Cole. Ripney Cole? Or is it Ripney Cole? I don't know. But we're going to raid this person. They seem nice. They have a very nice model and very cozy music. Men tend to eat fast and leave quickly, but women tend to talk a lot rather than eating. You have a friend running a restaurant. He said he absolutely prefers men. He probably prefers it because if that is his experience, he probably prefers it because that means he's able to get people in and out very quickly. If he gets men in, it's like, okay, they're in, give them their food, they eat, we get out, clean table, get the next person in. But, you know, I've had that experience before where, like, maybe we're sitting down and we're talking a long time and, like, the restaurant is, like, looking at us like, please leave. No, we're paying a lot of money to be here. We're going to chat away. I've also had nights where they just leave you there and they're happy that you are just having a nice time. And then they get a big tip at the end. But. Thank you all for joining me today. We're going to raid into Ripney Cole. She's doing a partner push, so we'll help along there. I think she has like 52 viewers, so another like 13, 14, 15 will help her get up there. But thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for this stream, Slán Live. Thank you for this stream. Thank you guys, Garev Mila Mahagut and Slán Gafol. And I will see you guys next stream. Bye bye. Bye bye.